Hello, ghosties. I am alive, motherfuckers, for the third day in a row. How long has it been? How long has it been since I've streamed 3 days in a row? Like, unironically. Unironically, when is the last time? I'm gonna go look at my stream summaries. Tell you the last time I've streamed 3 days in a row. That was March. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. Look at me. Look at me being a streamer. That was several months ago, but it was March was the last time I streamed 3 days in a row. I simply do not be streaming. Hey, Don, thank you for the 7 stream streak.
Get dominated.
I will.
22 months.
Yeah.
That's 2x 11 months.
That is 2 times 11 months. Thank you for the resub, Reese. Odie, thank you for the first, and Emily for the Spotify reminder. I guess we wanted art today, which is fine, because I have a commission I have to get done before Art Fight, and Art Fight is rapidly approaching. Art Fight is rapidly approaching. So we're in the process of getting ready. How long do we have left? We don't have long left. Oh, we're running out of days until Art Fight. How many days do we have? 4 days? Dear God. I'm excited. Hello everybody, my name is Almost Xander and welcome home. My ring light isn't on. I'm a bad streamer. Hang on. I look like shit. The unfortunate thing about my ring light is it is broken. So I just have to do this. And I just do this until it turns on. My remote is broken, but it's on now. Hi. Yeah. Reminder for all of you who are doing Art Fight, you have 4 days, 17 hours, 48 minutes, and 52 seconds to get your Art Fight shit set up. If you're doing Art Fight this year, the time is ticking down. I received comment. I'm getting follows from people. Let me go follow back the people on Art Fight who has followed me. I'll follow you. And I'll follow you. Hello, I don't know who you are. You seem very kind. Oh, you're a newbie. Hello, newbie. I'll follow you back. Why not? Okay. Any hoodles? Hi, chatters. Hello. It's me. It's me. I'm here. I have no idea what my plan is today. I mean, I know what I have to draw. I have not. Usually I come into a stream with I know what I'm gonna draw, and then usually I have some idea of I gotta talk about something. I have to be able to hold a conversation for several hours. That's not an easy part of streaming, TBH. When you first start streaming, you're I can talk about all these things in my life, and you guys have been watching me for almost 3 years. What is there you don't know at this point? Half of you know more about me than my own mother does. I'm running out of things to tell you guys. Your Power Is Out came on right before stream and I somehow got first. Brag about it. Goddamn. Magic. No, it's just that Your Power understood that you needed to be in stream. It was very important. Your Power knew what's up. Anyways, we're doing some Grian Fanart. I have a commission. Somebody wanted Grian Fanart as a commission with their little budgies, which are little birds. So I've got the line art done. I need to go in and do the comic thing that I do to improve the line art. I still need to line the background, and then I need to color is what I need to do. So it's gonna be a little bit of just focusing in on that today and chitter chattering with my peoples. We get 3 streams in a row. How divine! I am here but to serve. I really want to. This is gonna sound goofy because you've probably heard me say this about 100,000 times, but I really want to put more time and effort into streaming, just because I would love for this place to be more than it is. Not that you guys aren't enough. I love you guys. Love you guys. You guys are great. But I want to actually grow my stream following, and I have not grown my stream following in a year. We have been stagnant for the past year. Don't you play me the old start music. Get off of the stream vibes and go into my liked playlist. Yeah, sure. Play me Lightning in a Bottle. Why not? But yeah, any hoobles. That's kind of what's up right now. Fuck it. I'll draw while I talk. This is the Grian fan art so far. Those up here, these are the budgies that have been requested to be in the thing. It's actually the commissioner's, like, actual birds. I've never drawn Grian before, so hopefully this looks okay. Hopefully, like, this fits a Grian fan art. I looked up what Grian looked like, and Oblivion has been very kind and has sent me a bunch of references because I did not have any idea of how to draw Grian. So hopefully this looks correct. I'll make all of them part of the cult. Yes, please. It's cult time. I'm gonna try to get the background line arted today is gonna be my... I'm gonna try to do the... I'm trying to finish line art while I'm on stream at the very least. I'd love to also get my flats done, but I'm gonna line art the background, which should be fairly easy, and then go in and get all the comment lining done, and then... or comic lining done, and then maybe move on to flats. That's my art plan. And this is a cartoon, so I'm allowed to draw grass as this, because I said so. Fuck you. I've never really done this kind of like perspective for trees before, so I'm hoping it just ends up like looking okay. But I don't have anything like super thrilling for you guys today. I was not originally planning to stream 3 days in a row, but then I realized Wednesday is my normal stream day anyways, and so I might as well just... Jesus Christ, draw a straight line is what I might as well do. I might as well just stream, since I'm not dying. There's no real excuse not to. Okay. My lines today are not lining, but we'll do our best. What friends do I have that don't know about you I met here? I think that number is almost 0. I need more friends. No, me. I have a pretty good friend group going at the moment. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I've had a couple different sizes of friend groups in my experience of being alive, I suppose. I've had some times where I had like fairly big friend groups, like we kind of like, specifically in high school. I think a lot of people, like, the time that you're gonna have the most amount of friends in your life is gonna be between like your freshman, like, high school time, like, till about 21, 22. Like, that's kind of when you have the most friends. Because you really, like, the friend groups are huge around that time. More friends equals more to add to the Xander cult. Exactly, the way to do it. But, like, my friend groups kind of, like... I all through high school, I had, like, a fairly solid friend group. Right after high school, it kind of dwindled down a little bit. College was horrible. I lost most of my friends throughout my years in college. And then I started rebuilding, like, towards the end of college and into graduating. And now through streaming, I've like grown into like having a larger friend group again. The only unfortunate side effect of gaining all of your friends through streaming is that unfortunately they all live nowhere fucking near you. So like I can't like get together with my friends and be like, oh yeah, me and my friends are going out tonight, because they just don't live anywhere near me. Which is the big L about being an online streamer and being like, oh my god, I have so many friends. It's like, yeah, except where do literally any of them live? Because the answer is not near you. So, unfortunately, that sucks. Oh my god. This is Chapel Roan is here. Chapel Roan. Chapel, please. This is my favorite song right now, by the way. This is like dead, hands down, my favorite song. Glad my computer logged me out of Google and every other site, so I have to enter 5 billion verification codes everywhere. Oh god, that's the worst. Yeah, I got logged out of my TikTok recently. I was like, I may never get back in. I did, thankfully, but... I'm so sick of online love. Hopefully this is how trees work, because today I'm just not doing it. This, which is Femininomenon, and Pink Pony Club are my favorite songs. Femininomenon is your least favorite? Also, hi, Ali. Like rum pum pa pum. Get it hot like Papa John. Make a bitch go on and on. It's a feminine phenomenon. Yeah, this is my it's probably my second favorite. You read my message wrong. My favorite favorite Chappell Roan song at the least right now. Got it. Okay, I read it backwards. I'm sorry. I read least favorite Chappell Roan song. I was a little confused. You are correct. Damn good lover. The trees look like trees, so they tree? Okay. I'm glad they are looking like trees, because I don't normally draw this perspective. Like, do those look like trees? I'm not entirely sure, but fingers crossed. I feel like it's good enough to read. The grass I think looks like shit, but honestly, I just don't care. I don't care because the background is not supposed to be super important. So, can you please play a song with a fucking beat? Okay. Now I have to do the fun part. Okay, so first things first, let's get rid of all of our sketch layers because sketch layers are no longer needed. Merge down our wings with our green. Yeah, we can merge our wings with our green. So that way we've got budgies on a layer, green on a layer, and then the background on a layer. And we're going to separate these off because I need to do that. Combine down. Okay, so that's the background. Cool. They tree, some color of tree, and it very tree. Thank you. Thank you, Odie. Oh, this is the part that takes forever. Okay. I'm going to focus just on Grian's shit first, but this is where I make it look like a comic. I think I'm just going to start from the bottom and work my way up. But unfortunately, the way I do this, I have to pick my light source. Light source. I'm going to say it's here. Like it would be like here, like pointing like down at him. So it's like going like do, like it's like lighting his face kind of from the front right, like up there. Okay. But unfortunately the way I do this is by going through and thickening all my lines and connecting all of my corners. So this part of the process just takes for fucking ever. This is a wildly different song. This is massive tone change. Sorry. My liked playlist is literally just fucking Whiplash constantly. I joke about somebody was joking on Discord like the other day about being polyamorous, but that is unironically like part of my liked playlist is that it's just fucking Whiplash constantly. Like every single song I listen to is a completely different genre, just every time. Like I listen to everything from like show tunes and like musicals and shit to like the heavy metal to like the gentle lyrical music to like rap to fucking techno. If you've never heard of what the fuck is it called, metalcore, where they mix like techno, like EDM music, like electronic dance music and metal, it's fucking baller. It is so good. It's just like heavy metal, but like through a robot. It's awesome. I've got an interest in graffiti style lettering, and I feel like the next 20 pages of my sketchbook will be graffiti. Well, when you have an interest, unfortunately, that is the way it has to go. You are now committed to that being what you're doing for the next 20 pages of your sketchbook. Oh boy, this is going to take me a while. It's okay. It's worth it. This is what makes it look good. It just smooths everything out. This is what makes this style. I gotta start charging more for these someday. Also, I keep talking about myself, but unfortunately you are on my stream, so I feel like I fear I am allowed to talk about myself. But one of the things I'm leaning into really heavily again is tattooing stuff and like relearning and practicing and shit. So as soon as I'm done with this piece of fan art, I'm gonna take a pause on commissions, play around with tattoo stuff a little bit until art fight, and then unfortunately obviously art fight means I'm gonna have to stop working on tattoo stuff, And then I'm gonna obviously do art fight and then hopefully get back into the tattoo focus. So we may end up doing like streams at some point in the future where I practice designing tattoos, maybe, as in like you guys can like, is anybody who's here today, have you been around here long enough to remember the doodle request streams? Obviously, like some of my mods, if mods are hanging out here today, will remember them because, well, you modded them and you've been around since the beginning. But if you're a chatter, were any of you around when I actually did like drawing request streams on my bed back before I had a face cam? I guess you wouldn't know that I was sitting on my bed, but back before I had a face cam, I would just sit with my tablet on my bed and draw. With my phone, like, next to my iPad so you could hear music. Emily shivers! No, unironically, those were the worst. Because, unfortunately, the community that I had at the time meant that, like, the suggestions were pretty expected. I mean, like, I drew, like, Freddy Fazbear as God, and I drew, Ronbu in a strawberry dress, which, like, pop off, I guess. I drew a lot of stuff. A lot of it was just like, oh, okay, another, like, fandom-based thing or whatever. But if I'm doing it specifically as, like, you guys could request, like, tattoo design concepts, it could, like, challenge me to you guys, like, you guys are, like, customers in my shop. And I gotta design you a tattoo that doesn't look like actual ass. Because that, I think, is going to be one of the things I struggle with the most if I want to be a tattoo artist, is if somebody comes in and they're like, I want a bird playing a flute. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that in my style. I don't even have a consistent style, but what do you mean you want a bird playing a flute? Like, I don't know how I would even start with that. Also, I think it would be really cool to do, if Emily is willing, permitting, and interested, doing a comparison one. Hopefully I can avoid comparing my actual abilities to hers. But if somebody gives an idea and they're like, oh, I want a, yeah, like Ollie says, I want a bird playing a guitar. Like, okay. Like, then both me and Emily could do like a quick design for a bird playing guitar. And then, yeah, I know the reference. And then be like, oh, like the, like, you know, what, like looking at how we style it differently or how we design it differently, how we shape it differently. And I think that would be a really cool challenge. Like, I think it'd be cool to like explore how we like lean to design things. I think it could be pretty fun. My fucking eraser's too big. But if I want to get better at tattooing, I need to work on both my design ability to like just like whip out designs, and then obviously also everything else. But pulling my own goddamn lines sucks. But I like attention. Well, hey, I am here to give that. My knee is bleeding. I just ripped my knee open. I was scratching at my knee and I've just ripped it open. And also maybe if I can figure out how to set the camera up right, I wouldn't be against the idea of doing some fake skins on stream with you guys and practicing. So like that's definitely an idea for something that we could do. Because I feel like that could be fun. It'll be a little bit of a different setup. I'm not entirely sure how I would want to set my camera up, because you couldn't see me and the camera at the same time. Unfortunately, like me and the tattoo at the same time, because I don't have two cameras. I guess I have my phone. Like when I take us into the kitchen, I could set something like that up. But otherwise, you guys would just be watching like my hands, which is honestly fine. If you're here for an art stream, you're probably not here for my face. And I'm going to be honest, I focus really hard when I'm working on like a tattoo piece. I don't know if I want to see what my face looks like when I'm tattooing. Like, I don't know if I'm want to see what my face looks like when I'm pulling a tattoo line, because the focus is immense. The focus is just unbearable. Slowly getting some depth going on here. If you need a tattoo idea, I have an idea I want to get when I'm older that I'd love to see how you interpret it. Well, why don't you share it and we can chitter chatter about it. Oh god damn it, I'm on the wrong layer again. I did all of that on the wrong layer. It doesn't matter, it's fine. What I was trying to do, I try to do them on different layers so I can show you guys the difference of like, these pants look flat, and now they look dynamic. Flat, dynamic, flat, dynamic. That's how line weight works. It's a tip that I ignored for significantly too long, and then I rediscovered the tip, and I was like, dear God, my life has changed, and now I'm better because of it. Not everybody uses line weight, and also it's not like an end-all be-all. You don't have to like do it. It's just like, if you're like, why does my line art always look so flat? Why do my sketches look better than my line art? Why blah 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 blah. Try giving your lines like any amount of weight, and I promise you, you'll end up with a little bit better of a result than you currently have. And it's just putting it wherever you would put like a shadow if you were cell shading. You just thicken your line art, and then wherever the light is coming from, you thin it out, and ta-da. It's like cheating. It just works. I also do it wherever my corners connect, because then obviously there would be a shadow there. So I just kind of, anything that would be a connection corner, like a connection piece, that all gets shaded. So that's feeling better. Okay. These are gonna get a little more complicated up here, to be honest, because this is where it's gonna start being like, where exactly do I put my focus? But it's fine. I've been doing line weight backwards this whole time. Your lines should be heaviest wherever there's shadow and lightest wherever there's light. Because if you look at this, can you see that it looks like light is coming in this direction? Because this is very light and this is very dark, meaning the shadow is being cast over there. Does that make sense? And then you thin out. You see how the lines here are thin? Like it's supposed to pull the weight that way, so the shadows are going down. How have you been how have you ended up in the other direction? I'm not even sure what that would look like. I guess I could go look at your art and see what you mean. Girl Boss has been doing line weight backwards. I'm very curious to see what that looks like, because I don't think I've ever noticed that in your art. I've never looked at your art and been like, the line art is backwards. I've been making shit thick everywhere but the shadows. How? You'll have to send me like a example, because now I'm curious. Because I've never noticed it in your art, but now I want to see. An hourglass tattoo. Okay, so we're doing Unasanas. An hourglass tattoo that has Memento Mori on the top and Memento Vivere on the bottom. On the top of the hourglass is death themed, like skulls and shit, and the bottom is like trees and flowers. Yeah, we all have to die, remember to live. It's not quite we all have to die, it's remember death and remember life. Is what that literally means in Latin. Memento is to remember, mori means death, and then vivere means life. So remember death, remember life. But you could then translate into the whole concept of we all must die to live. Or we all must die, so remember to live. But yeah, I mean, you could do a fairly simple concept there that I actually quite like the idea of. Obviously, I can't draw right now. But like it's very like death feeds life, like in terms of it. and like have like the sands of time kind of vibe up here with like the skull. Don't mind him. He's just doing his best. Like a very like skull. And you could put like other shit if you wanted to put like actual like bones and shit. I don't really know exactly what you would want to do. I would probably also do like very dark themed up here so that it was like very like stark. And then and then down here would be very different. So this would be like more like dark, not fully dark, but shaded. And then obviously, yeah, you could do whatever your concept of a tree is, because there's about 100 trillion designs for a tree out there in the world. Doing like flowers and shit, and then the sun. But I think that would be like a super cool concept. And then just like keeping the line art very light, and then keeping the dark like weight down here kind of focused, so that it's not like too heavy on the top and too light on the bottom. Maybe in like extra shadows down here at the base of it, like the light is coming from up here, just to keep it kind of balanced. But yeah, I think that would be a very cool idea. I think I've seen very similar concepts. I think that's a fun idea to play around with. Dandy, hi, I've been alive. It's a hello, rat. How are you? Should I put it in fridge art? Yeah, you can throw it in the fridge. You're gonna get an Arizona iced tea tattoo when you're older. I usually recommend against getting any brands tattooed on you unless you want to be a walking billboard. But I am also not your mom, so get whatever you like. I probably will. I don't think I am gonna do any brands on me. I originally, when I was younger, really wanted band tattoos, and since then, I have decided to not do just any of it. Anything that is branded or related to living human beings, or anything that I'm gonna try my best to kind of avoid pretty much all of that, because it could always go wrong. There is always a chance, no matter how much you love them, or how great they are, or how important they are to you in the moment. Because I don't care if it's like, oh, but you're not gonna like that when you're 80. It's like, no, because I would like, even if I don't love the band when I'm 80, that's okay. Like it's fine to not love the things that are still tattooed on you, because like they're a memory of a different time, and so it reminds you of when you were young and whatever. Like that's fine. It's not about not liking it when you're older. It's like me having Lovejoy lyrics tattooed on my thigh. And we all know how that went. It's okay. They're so obscure, no one will ever know. No one will ever know. How would they know? They won't. And I've changed the meaning in my head, so it's fine. Doesn't matter. But that's just unfortunate now, isn't it? But yeah, that's like one of those things. No matter how good they seem, they could always say a slur or bite their girlfriends, apparently. Unfortunately, there's a million things that could happen. So it's one of those things you kind of gotta like take the risk if you want it, but also like I'm not your dad. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I choose to do. Also, I would never get a corporation tattooed on me, only because fuck corporations. They'd have to pay me for that shit. Okay, hang on. Let me go look in art fridge. Like, instead of making it thick on shadow, I make it thick where it's the sharpest. That is so weird. I literally never would have noticed. Because it doesn't look wrong at all. It looks like your art is popping towards me rather than falling back into the shadow. So I think it works really well for your style of art specifically. But, are the wings having weighted lines? Yeah, I'll get there. Just started the lines, so I'll get there in a moment. Everything will have weighted lines once I get to them. Nothing is safe. Do this direction. You either live long enough to eat a big chip or chip eat big enough to long live. Real. Is the side of your head shaved or are my eyes being weird? Yeah. I've had a mullet for a while. It's real short up here if you can't tell, and then long back here, and then these are all shaved. Honestly, my hair is getting really long. I know this doesn't look long to you guys, but like, can you still see the spider web that was in it? Poor thing's like gone already. There used to be a spider web here. But unfortunately it's so long. Like I really need to go shave my head. Maybe I'll take you guys into my bathroom and shave my head. Maybe if I finish all my flats, I'll have Cyrena come shave my head live on stream. I could be one of those streamers and be like, 3 subscriptions right now and I'll go shave my head. Like, donate 300 bits and I'll shave my eyebrows off. Like, you know? I like that every time I join stream, your hair is different. That is the mark of a queer, unfortunately. I simply cannot live more than a month without changing my hair. There's just nothing I can do. It's like a disease. I'm doing this wrong. This way. There we go. And then these line into this. Bonk, bonk. There is a house in New Orleans. I don't think I'm gonna do that line. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it simply do not. I think that's just gonna make him look emo. Yep, so I'm just gonna do face shading for that. It's fine. If only I had money. Yeah, sorry, me too. I keep my hair short. I know what you mean when it feels long. Yeah, I got a buzz cut and I dye it like every month. This playlist is fire. Drop. I wish I could. This playlist is just my liked playlist. You can't drop a liked playlist, unfortunately, because they're not public playlists. But it's got like 1,300 songs in it. I was just bragging about how I'm polyamorous, and it's just, I just listen to fucking everything, man. Considering that we are currently listening to House of the Rising Sun, so there's that. So even though I can't drop you the playlist, I would say if you're interested in any of the music and you don't know what any of it is when it plays, just scream in my general direction and I'll let you know what it is. I used to have a little thing on here that said like what's playing on Spotify, but I just don't have that up anymore because I don't like it being on my VODs, because you can't hear music on my VODs because then I would get kicked off of Twitch. So unfortunately, I just got rid of it, and it doesn't seem to be a big deal. If you're curious about a song, you can usually just ask and I'll just tell you. All right. I think I just need to thicken up like this area. Because that needs to go back. Thicken this up a little bit. Okay. Oh, 10% battery. Jesus Christ, man. The day's just begun and you're pulling this bullshit on me? Not you. Ah. Ew. Yellow, long time no catch stream. Hello. Oh my god, hello, Universal Joke. It has been genuinely a while since I've seen you in chatters. Good to have you in. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. We're just getting all the old timers in here today. Everybody's jumping into stream. Is it the Grian Fanart that summoned you? Is that what I need to do? I need to turn my air conditioning on. It's so hot. Good. Sorry, it's about 1 trillion degrees in here. If you can hear my air conditioning, no, you can't. Just pretend you don't. It's fine. It's just so fucking hot in here. Unfortunately, my room is the only room with air conditioning right now, and so if I don't have it on, the rest of the house melts. It's summertime, my friend. I have way too much time now. I guess, yeah, it's summer now. People are going to start floating back in. Speaking of summertime and things that happen during the summertime, we're approaching a date collective here. We're approaching an important stream date once again, if you can fucking believe that. Remember that one time I got heat stroke on stream? Honestly, man, I've had heat stroke before. It's fucking horrible. I'm doing well. You stream when I work, and I now have a shift that I can now watch you while working. There we go. Good to be here. Glad to be at your work. All right, let's do the wings. And I'm gonna have to fucking do all of these little shits. Oh, lining feathers blows, but that's fine. It's gonna be like that. Yeah. Oh. Inking, please. There we go. The heat stroked you gently. Please don't stroke me at all. I'm so tempted to draw, but I'm so bad at it. Do it anyways. You don't have to be good at art to do art. Is this Avril Lavigne? Yup. No. This is Alanis Morissette, not Avril Lavigne. This is Alanis Morissette. This is Ironic by Alanis Morissette. Just mixed those two up. Honestly, I never realized how similar they sound. Gotta be bad before you're good? Yeah, that's kind of like the rule, unfortunately, of art. I was just talking about this with one of my friends because she's decided to start working on learning how to draw. I'm not gonna say who, just because I don't know if she. I don't know. I don't want to call people out. Maybe she's fine with it. I don't fucking know. But I'm not gonna do it unless I ask. But I have a friend who's practicing learning how to draw right now as like a full-grown adult. And there's like this like inherent like embarrassment that comes with it when they're like, I draw like a fucking 7th grader or whatever, like one of those like feelings. And it's like, well, yeah, because most people who are still doing art as adults started when they were 7th graders or 5th graders. And like, you have to go through that like awkward teen phase regardless of when you start. And unfortunately, that's not just for art. That's literally for absolutely everything. Like, if you want to be good at something, the reason teenagers go through those like awkward discovery phases isn't just because they're teenagers. It's because everything they're starting, every hobby they're beginning, they're just starting at the beginning line. So they're going through those awkward learning years where everything turns out a little bit shit and you're not really sure what your style looks like yet, and you're not really sure, you know, how to lean into what you want to do. And like, it's just kind of, it's a lot of drawing Pinterest photos, and as soon as you find that you have the ability to create cursed items, it's going to be creating cursed items, drawing your favorite fan characters together, like drawing yourself, drawing your friends. Like, there's going to be that moment of like discovery. And just because everybody else that you like look around and see, they're like, oh yeah, I used to draw like that in middle school, that just means I started drawing in middle school. Which means however I draw in middle school is how you're going to be drawing right now because you're learning. Like, that's just how it works. So it's like one of those things that like, you just got to do it. And that includes like looking at all of us transgenders out here. That includes finding your personal style. The first couple of years of being trans, man, you get a pass. You get a pass for like 2 or 3 years while you try to figure out, you know, I lived my teenage life as a girl, right? I lived my teenage life as a girl. I knew what clothes looked good on my body as a girl. I knew what feminine clothing I liked, what I felt comfortable in, what sizes fit me, how to know something fit me well. I knew what I needed to do. And then I transitioned and was like, I have to dress masculine now, which, newsflash, you don't have to do that. But I was like, gotta figure out how to dress like a boy. And you know what I wore for like 2 years, man? Button-ups and board shorts. My only options were looking like a hobo or looking like I fucking, I don't even know. Which I take that back, because that's a offensive statement, quote unquote. I forget that that's not a proper word to say, but looking like I'm at a Walmart, looking like I'm going shopping at Walmart, you know the people I'm talking about, or looking like a 12-year-old boy. And those were my only settings. I could look like fuck-ass Walmart character or 12-year-old boy. And there was literally no other option. I didn't know how to dress. And that's just part of being trans. It sucks. Deal with it. You gotta look like a fuck-ass dummy for just like a good period of time. Later, Dawn. Good to have you. Yeah, respect the board short bros. I wear dad shorts, best thing known to man. Yeah, and nowadays, man, I got, yeah, I've got 3 looks. Elliot, I don't know if you're quoting the Jenna Marbles thing, but I did that video years ago of like, I got 3 looks, 3 looks, 3 looks, 3 looks. I got 3 looks, and that's it. I got a 12-year-old boy, a homeless man, and a hooker, and that's all I know how to do. And that, to this day, stays true. I can dress like a 12-year-old boy, a homeless man, or a hooker. And those are the only outfits I know how to dress as. That's all I've got. It's either a giant pair of sweatpants and a giant hoodie, a t-shirt I bought from Target in the boys section and a pair of board shorts, or a bra and some mini shorts and nothing else. So it's just like one of those like problematic little life periods you go through, and everybody does the awkward heron cut or the fuck ass bob or the fucking what did somebody else call it, the Amish bowl cut. Like, everybody gets a bad haircut, especially when transitioning. Like some of us tried to do the masculinizing makeup and like draw on cheekbones and a mustache, and for some of us it looked good, some of us looked like actual shit. Me. My egg cracking made all my past feel like a horrible fake memory. I don't relate to the past self being the same gender that everyone thought I was at the time. See, and I like cracked in half. Like, I don't look at pictures of me when I'm like 12 and be like, oh yeah, there he is. It's like, oh yeah, there she is, because I was living and presenting as a female. I was a girl, and okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring this conversation into stream, because this is something I've been thinking and chatting about a little bit. I made a TikTok the other day because I love this song. Sorry, I made a TikTok the other day because somebody had said some shitty comments on my TikTok, and somebody had come to my defense. Admittedly, they were trying to defend me, being like, being trans isn't a mental disorder. It's a medical, like a biological medical disorder that forms in the womb. And I'm like, whoa. Like, thank you for trying to defend me. But being trans is kind of a mental disorder because it comes with dysphoria. The diagnosis I have isn't being trans, it's gender dysphoria, the treatment of which is being transgender. If you want to go by the medical terms or whatever, it's not a prenatal disease. Being transgender is not a prenatal disease. I didn't pop out of the womb with a blue brain and an unfortunate vagina. Like, that's just not how being trans works. And it just, I don't want to start like leaning into that like narrative being as like the way that we talk about being trans, because it just doesn't help anybody. Like, genuinely, when we start saying that being trans is something that you're born with this like mental condition, that this biological medical condition, that you have a blue brain, and that we can like do a blood test and find out if you're trans, and then you have to go from being a woman to being a man, and there's nothing else you can do about it. That just like is not how being trans works. It's a development thing. It is a thing that forms in your life. Sometimes it forms immediately for you. Sometimes it comes later in life. Like, it just, it's not some like terminal illness your baby is diagnosed with that then you're like, gotta get an abortion, it's a trans. Like, it just, I don't want to start the trans medicalism conversations like that, because it ends up hurting both cis people and trans people. like by making it like this very like rule-based thing. It's like, oh, are you trans enough to be to be transing your gender right now? It's like, I don't fucking know, man. It's like, well, did you form in the womb blue? Did you come out blue? It's like, yeah, actually, I did come out blue. I came out blue though because my umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck because I came into this world trying to get out of it. That's all I have to say. I will hydrate and backache. Thank you. Oh, God, my spinal column. Oh. Anyways, suicidal baby, genuinely. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's just like one of those things I just don't like people trying to imply, especially when it's in defense of trans people, like they're trying to help, and it's like, if you're gonna be an ally and you want to try to help us, don't push trans medicalism. Like, don't, that isn't the answer. That's not the answer. This is not the solution. Same thing with like, and this is a shout out to all of my young transes in the chat right now, because I've been seeing some stuff in the Discord that I've seen every once in a while that really concerns me when people are getting worried about being trans enough. And that is a purely cisgender idea of what being trans is. You cannot be trans enough or not trans enough. That just isn't a thing. I think we need to stop treating cis people as if they're fucking stupid. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think a lot of transgenders make this assumption when we're trying to explain gender to cis people, that they're like, they're not gonna get it, they're not gonna understand, so we have to dumb it down for them. But what dumbing it down for them means, be like, okay, I have girl body and boy brain, and so I want to make body boy so that brain happy, yeah? And like dumb it down like that. And we just need to stop doing that and treat cis people like they're not fucking idiots, because unfortunately, then they start pushing that rhetoric of like, oh, well, if you have boy body, then you have to become a boy. And that's where you end up like outcasting and hurting all of the people who aren't quote unquote trans enough to fit into this cisgender idea of what being trans is. Being trans is not boy brain, girl body, gotta fix it. Being trans is an experience of exploration through gender. Like, there is no like process of which you can just become boy enough to fix being trans and now you're all better. Be like, okay, you're cured, you've got a penis, go home. Like, you know, I discharge you with, you know, take your penis once every day with dinner, you know, drink some water, get some sleep, grow some balls, and you're fine. Like, it's just not gonna be how that works. And it just, I don't know, it ends up doing a lot more damage to people than it needs to, because it also ends up with this concept of like, it, unfortunately, if the fucking people who hate transgenders want to be so concerned about us transing all of the kids, pushing the idea that you can be trans enough, or that like being trans has to be a medical disorder where you're diagnosed boy and then have to go get your daily ball juice, like, that is why kids end up getting procedures and hormones that they regret. Because if you tell a 13-year-old who's questioning their gender, being like, I think I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl, I don't know if I really identify with my gender, and you're like, well, if you want to be trans, you have to be trans. I have to go get you diagnosed, and you have to have dysphoria, and then you have to go and do all of the things if you want to be trans. And then you're going to end up with a 13-year-old who thinks they have to have hormones and get top surgery and want a penis to be trans. And all they know is that they don't feel right in their current gender, and so this must be the solution, and they'll feel better if they take hormones and get surgery. And that's how you end up with detransitioners and people who, you know, like, regret getting trans surgeries. The people who regret getting trans surgeries aren't people who are truly transgender and thought it was going to be like exactly what they needed, and then it turned out to like make their life worse or whatever. Like, it is people who were exploring their gender and were told they weren't trans enough, or it is people who regret it for reasons outside of that, like, you know, regret it for medical complications, or regret it because, you know, socially it made their lives harder. Unfortunately, there's that trend on TikTok going around right now of like cringing at your old trans phase and people being like, actually I detransitioned because it was too dangerous to live as my assigned, or like as my preferred gender. It's like, wow, that's why you get detransitioners. Anyways, this is a heavy topic. I don't know why I ended up here, but it's something that it's just rotting in my brain how like frustrating it is. Because I just can't stand hearing the way people talk about like being trans and trans enough, and like being like, oh, you'll never get gendered correctly if you're, you know, not even trying to pass. It's like, why did we? That is not what passing was supposed to be. Passing like is supposed to be like quote unquote going incognito mode so that you can be safe. I don't ever want to pass because I want people to think I'm a man. I want to pass so I can piss in a Chicago bathroom without getting mugged. Like, my mom tried to use that against me and said, you're going to regret it at 25. Like, I'm not going to do anything crazy till 25. Yeah. Give yourself the goddamn time. Like, it is okay. And I know, especially for a lot of young trans people, you want to start as soon as possible. And I totally get that. Like, 100%. But, like, spend time exploring your gender and not just being like, oh, I'm trans, so, like, this is what the internet prescribes. The internet says it's boy juice time, and then I gotta go get my tits chopped off, and then I'll feel better. Just please don't do that. I know most of us aren't thinking that, but it's just something I feel like I need to, like, casually remind people of. I don't know, man. Especially since it pushes the binary onto people. Anyone who doesn't want to go all the way with surgeries will never be trans enough. Exactly, which is totally bullshit. Especially when surgeries are expensive, inaccessible, and complicated, and can have serious medical, like complications. Especially if you want to talk about bottom surgery. Bottom surgery can have so many complications, and especially if you're doing bottom feminization surgery, like, you're not just like getting a surgery and now you're like, whoop-de-doo, I can just go on like and like I'm 100% fine and I never have to think about it again. That is a constant part of your life now, that you have to care for that part of your body in a way you never had to before. Like, I love me some good only black and white situations. Yeah, genuinely. Like, this, it's just such an insane concept, and I just hate how far it's been taken. Like, it's, I don't know. It really is, it is complicated, because gender is complicated and different for everybody, and the way that everybody experiences it is going to look different from person to person. It's never going to be this, like, one-size-fits-all kind of, like, prognosis. Which is why, like, it's just not right to be like, well, are you really trans if you didn't get bottom surgery? Like, I'm sorry? First of all, you should never be asking anybody that. And secondly, like, that is just, that is like asking, like, can you really be trans if you can't afford a $30,000 surgery? Like, no, excuse? I'm trans, not rich. I had to fucking crowdsource for my goddamn surgery. And I'm just lucky enough that I had a crowd to source from. That I was able to get enough of a following on a social media platform that I can pay for my surgery. But do you guys hear what I'm saying out loud right now? I had to gain a social media following of 100,000 people to be able to pay for a medical surgery that you're telling me if I hadn't succeeded at, I could not be trans. Heh? People are just wild, man. It drives me wild. I think I want my tits chopped. I don't know about boy juice, but I would like a deeper voice. Yeah, and those are all things that, like, you can do. Having a deeper voice is something you can do with voice training, or you can get on testosterone. Like, and it's one of those things that, you know, you kind of, it's one of those things you have to, like, weigh the options of, like, you know, testosterone's going to do a lot of things, not just deepen your voice. If you don't want to have all of the other things, you can go on either a lighter dose of testosterone and get a lighter effect of all of them, or, for a lot of us, you can take testosterone, receive the effects that you want, and then stop taking testosterone. And some things will stay and some will go back. Like, you don't have to be on testosterone for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, it's also pretty expensive, but I pay a couple $100 each time I go in for testosterone. But that's also because I did 3 years of taking it through shots. And now I didn't want to do shots anymore because I was sick of it. And so I take pellets now. But that means I only have to do it every couple of months. The communication confusion where people think transgender means transsexual, and those things are mutually exclusive but can work together well in a lot of cases. Yeah, transgender and transsexual are just not the same thing. I feel like transfers aren't transphobic because they hate trans people. I think they're transphobic because they don't understand. That's true. I understand what you were saying now. Unfortunately, it very much can be both. But the unfortunate part of life is that people fear what they don't understand, and people hate what they fear. That's where that lineup comes in. When people don't understand something, they fear it. They are afraid of things that they don't understand. You're afraid of space. You're afraid of the dark. You're afraid of the ocean. You're afraid of your kid telling you they're a boy. That's something you don't understand. It's a scary situation. So you develop fear to it. And people hate the things that they fear. You hate space. You hate the deep ocean. You hate being in the dark. You hate your boy who says he's a boy. Like, it's one of those things that it kind of like is a domino effect. So it's kind of complicated to fix because you kind of have to break down the fear for them to be willing to spend the time to listen, to understand and learn, to accept. Like it is unfortunately like a multi-stage process that people have to go through to be able to get to the point where they are accepting. And some people will never get there because they don't ever want to. Some people just don't want to understand. And that's just their choice. And it's one of those things that, like, you don't have to like people being trans. Unfortunately, you do just have to respect that they exist because it's not your problem. I'm really struggling to draw straight lines today, man. There we go. Sorry, I really have to focus in on straight lines sometimes. All right, what are we thinking? Does this look a little bit more dynamic from here to here? That feels better. I think we're doing good now. All right. Shots are scary. I promise you get used to them. Unironically. I will say you get used to them. I was the type of kid who had to be held down by 4 nurses to have shots done. I was an eloper, as in I sprinted down hospital hallways to escape getting shots, and I've broken a nurse's needle because I clenched my ass cheeks so hard I broke her needle because I was so afraid of her shot. I also did shots by myself, to myself, once a week for 3 years. You get used to it. I pretty promise. I do love that Sako's on right now. All right. The simple narrative taught in every history class is demonstrably false and pedagogically classist. Don't you know the world is built with blood and genocide and exploitation? The global network of capital essentially functions to separate the worker from the means of production, and the FBI killed Martin Luther King. Private property's inherently theft, and neoliberal fascists are destroying the left, and every politician, every cop on the street protects the interest of the pedophilic corporate elite. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. Genocide, the natives say you got to it first. That's how it works. Anyways. Read a book or something. I don't know. Just don't burden me with the responsibility of educating you. It's incredibly exhausting. Why do you rich fucking white people insist on seeing every socio-political conflict through the myopic lens of your own self-actualization? This isn't about you. So either get with it or get out of the fucking way. Anyways, shout out to Bo Burnham for this song, because this song's fucking fantastic. Okay, I'm almost done with my trees, and then I can get to actual flats, I think. Bonk. Okay. How's that look? I feel like that's looking okay. Cool. If your egg cracked in half, are you hard-boiled? I would argue I must be. Hi, Alex. How are you? Much dynamic? Wonderful. I hope you learned your lesson. I did, and it hurt. That's how it works. Just cut those off. Cool. Okay. Let's color a bird, motherfuckers. I can layer those together. Oh, the budgies. I have to make the budgies dynamic. Combine down. And combine these down. Okay. Hang on. Let's make the budgies dynamic. I am sitting at the counter at the diner on the corner. I am waiting for the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he's looking out the window at somebody coming in. And I don't want to do too much on the budgies, because I feel like they don't need a whole lot. I feel like just doing like the little bit of shading will probably be enough for these guys. Cause like these guys are so little, and I'm trying to get so much detail into this bird. And I'm just gonna do like a couple of these, maybe make a little bit of dark. There are those. And instead I pour the milk. Like, I think that's good, just to give them like a little bit of dynamics. Look good? Cool. I want the fucking raspy so bad. Bro, same. My current fixation is Greek history and mythology, so the song is spot on. Love it. The first time I heard the song, it was sung by a woman. I thought it was really queer-coded. Valid. It's a really good song. I just like the energy. I have a little animatic that plays in my head to this song that I've written based off of my own OCs, just because I don't know, because I do. Okay, I have to figure out how to draw these goddamn birds. I'm gonna do like slightly more vibrant colors for each of them than what they have. Like because I'm gonna take it like from a realism to something not quite as realism. So they're gonna be a little bit different. Birds on a plane? Yeah. Birds. Burbs. Let's do automatic. And then I guess I'm gonna do like a this and just see if I can get this like effect properly. Cause like, listen man, I'm gonna be honest, I don't draw birds. This is not my forte. But I'm sure gonna try for this person. This person wanted some goddamn birds. I'm gonna do my best. Does this one have that? No, this one's got white. Okay. White face. And down to like here. And then I have to figure out how the fuck to do zebra stripes on a bird, because these birds have zebra stripes, and that just apparently makes sense, I guess. So yours go from here down to where your wings are, and then I have to zebra stripe your fucking wings, because that makes any sense. That's fine. How do birds work? So what are we drawing? This is a commission. Somebody wanted a, it's Grian Fanart is what it is. So I am doing some, Grian Fanart with some budgies of the person who commissioned me, their actual birds. So I'm using a reference of their actual birds. And hopefully it turns out like they want it. I think both birds have the same like white, like feather zebra situation. Oh, unfortunately need to, there we go. Okay. The tail feathers also do that. I'm gonna assume the tail feathers also do this. Oh god, I have to pick what color birds' feet are. What color are bird feet? I don't fucking know, man. I'm gonna assume like beak color, maybe a little bit redder. I don't bird. I don't know, man. I'm gonna guess it's something like this. Yeah? Do those kind of look like birds? I am unpracticed, but it's okay. They work with hollow bones. Real? It's really cute. Yeah. I just realized that the birds are on the person's head, and I fucking love that. Yeah, it is on the person's head. Gray? Their feet are gray. Fuck. Suddenly received news that budgies have gray feet. This is devastating news. Gray feet. Grayish red? Fuck. Is that too red? I need grayer. Yeah, that seems good enough. Gotta get those toesies. You're overthinking this? Listen, it's important. Okay. Do these look like birds so far? Now I gotta give them fucking zebra stripes? How in the hell? Okay. This is like... Okay, so actually there needs to be more white here. Because it connects up from here. And then it goes like that. Okay. Because it's like something like this. Except it doesn't go that far down because there's that little blue there. And it's not going to be perfect because I'm just doodling a bird. But that, like, kind of looks like it, right? Do I need to be, like, more... The sun is just yellow energy. That kind of looks like a bird, right? It says autism. Why does the bird have a nip? The bird does not have a nip. The bird has this little mark on his face, see? Actually, I think I need to adjust it slightly. Okay. It's kind of like here. And then he's got this like blue splotch like here. See, now it's starting to look like their bird. 5G connection looking ass. Yeah, no. This bird's tapping into the mainframe, man. And then this bird's also got like the blue on him. I think I have to move these dots down as well. Okay. Oh. Because this one's got... the blue, like, here under the eye. And then, like, that. Something like this. That's too big. It's like this blob here. Connection down. Blob, blob, blob. That's still not right. I'm sure of it. Eh. Something like that. That feels close enough. And then you've got like this little one, and then this one, and then this one. And also the yellow comes down, fuck, through all of this. Eh. Eh. Okay. I'm doing my best, chat. Which my best is apparently not good, but god damn it, I'm trying. Okay. These are kind of looking like birds a little bit. Blue balls? No, no, wait. Just throw away my dancing shoes and oh Lord, don't try me, really not tonight. Okay, now I've got to try and make these like zebra looking ass motherfuckers. So it looks like it's white at the edge of the feathers, so I'm gonna do like this. I think this is like the solution. And then like everything else I'll do like something like this. That kind of works. And then I'll do like boop 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Just to give it that, like, kind of zebra-y... I know it's not a zebra, but you know what I mean. but like this kind of like vibe. I'm trying to do like, trying to give the bird some stripage. But does that look okay? I feel like that's not terrible. I feel like that's okay. And we do like the same over here. And give the like the dark in the middle of the feathers. I feel like this gives a good enough illusion of being like a zebra. This is a good enough zebra this is me as a bird doing my best impression of a zebra. So let the music play to the end. I'm never gonna not dance again. So let the music play to the end. Never gonna not dance again. So let the music play to the end. Okay. Those are birds. What do you think, chat? I feel like I've absolutely nailed it. Oh, wait, I need to do like the like lead to the back. Unfortunately I have to hang on. Okay, I gotta do that again. Fuck. It's fine. Okay. Birds? Okay, guys. Bird judgment time. How do those look? Good day? Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. I feel like those kind of look like birds. For somebody who's never drawn budgies before, I feel like I kind of nailed it. I feel like those look like the person's birds, almost. It's like fairly close to a bird. I'm gonna call this a win. All right. Birds locked in. Rename that bird. Rename this Birdman. And I guess we have to just get to coloring fucking Grian now, which I have a piece of fan art I am planning to steal the colors from. As this was a fully colored piece of Grian fan art. So I am stealing the colors just so I can make sure I get all the colors in the right goddamn place. Because I did not know what this man was supposed to look like. I knew he was red and that was it. I knew he was like red sweater, brown pants. And that is really all I could have told you. Any ideas on things I should draw? You should draw the thing that scares you the most. Fuck you. Whatever scares you the absolute most. That's my current recommendation today. So a character ref. No, I didn't mean the type of art that scares you the most. Like, ooh, we're doing 5-point reference. Ooh, I mean like a thing in like the world that scares you, like a fear you have. Clearly Voracious has a fear of character reference sheets. Dog, I do not know. Do you not have a thing that scares you? Like, I have fears of, like, I have, like, some fears. Like, I got 5 days left. I can't do this. Righteous, you better get on it, man. You have 4 days until art fight. 4 days and 16 hours, I think. Oh no, I have to draw the inescapable feeling that everyone is pretending to like me. Dear God. Honestly, though, that's like a good art challenge. Or a 3-point perspective, I guess, yeah. No. I think it's fun to like try to draw a feeling that you can't name, you can't really describe well, you can't really make visualized. So like draw that feeling. Like it's cool to like challenge people to like draw that. Honestly, I think I can think of 100 ways to try to draw the inescapable feeling that everyone is pretending to like me. Like, you could draw. My first thing that comes to mind is like draw like a group of friends like laughing together or whatever, and like you're like colored like very brightly and everybody else is like kind of like dull, and then there's just like a second you, like very clearly a second you, like slightly behind and above, like when you get that feeling like you're watching like a movie where you're like watching and like you have like a mask off in your hand, so it's like you're like not the same person and they wouldn't like you like that. Like that's like immediately what comes to mind in like my visual of that concept. Or like you could draw a spider if you're scared of spiders. Yes, disassociation. That like, but like there's like this, you can't tell me there's not a thing in this earth that you fear. All right, 4 from fucking Divergent. Everybody's got something that they worry about, whether it's spiders or the inescapable fear of people hating you. I've got 4 fears, and one of them is falling in love with you. Like, I don't even remember what his fears are. Wait, I love this song because of the scream. Listen to the scream. This is Chester Bennington's longest scream in a song. Listen to him. Listen to him. Hang on. This scream is so impressive. Hang on. This. Wait. Tone change. He's still going. It's... Fuck yeah. God, that scream is so impressive. Chester Bennington was one of the best singers of my time. God damn! Ugh, it's such a good scream, man. It's so impressive. And the fact that he did that shit live every time, he was insane, man. So far, I've made the layers and names, all 12 files. That's not gonna help you. Get drawing. Heights closed spaces killing someone and my dad. No way you googled that. No way you knew that off the top of your head. You googled that shit. Heights closed spaces killing someone and my dad. That's so cringe. No way you just knew them. That's so ridiculous. Falling in love with my best friend and I can't tell whether it's happened or not. L felt been there. I remember the scene. That's ridiculous. I remember his dad. That's the only one I could have told you was his dad. I forgot all of the others. Top 2 YA series, yeah. Also, Sweats. Yeah, felt. That's so cool. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, I know my fear. My mother. Hey, it's time for a family portrait, motherfucker. It's family portrait time. I'm trying to think of, like, if I was told to draw my biggest fear, what I would actually draw. Because I have things that I can identify I'm afraid of, but I think I would really struggle to identify my biggest fear. Like, I would struggle to put a label on, like, biggest fear. Like, I don't know. I forgot. There we go. I don't know. Like, I definitely have a couple of fears. I mean, even if I wanted to talk about, like, megalophobia or submechanophobia or thalassophobia or, like, any of those, like, combinations of, like, large underwater spaces and submerged man-made items and that kind of shit that, like, I definitely do have, or just, like, megalophobia. Like, those are fairly easy to, like, conceptualize and draw. But, like, trying to figure out, like, what I would do for, like, my, like, labeled biggest fear. Like, what is the worst one? I don't know. Because I feel like it like, the emotional ones would probably trump the, like, I'm scared of big things. Oh, is he normally lighter hair? Let's get lighter, boys. I need Oblivion in here to tell me what things are. If I have to choose a bigger fear, it would be death. Don't judge me. No judgment. Everybody's got fears. It's really just, like, what is your fear? Like, where do you land on the scale? I feel like that maybe is still too dark. I don't know. I know Grian's a fairly white dude. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that image is a lot of, like, crazy lighting to do that. Why was the Grian brown for a moment? I was working through different colors, trying to figure out the right color for him. I have a color reference on the side to try to decide where the colors are supposed to go. Because, like, I don't know, like, the color of his wings and shit, so I'm still trying to figure that out. And then I know he's got, like, the dark brown eyes. And I'm sure if I get any of this wrong, somebody will tell me. I'm at the point where I'm going to change my background to something obnoxious. So that way I can see if I'm miscoloring anything in. Most people I see either do brown or macaw. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, is that the commissioner requested the parrot wings. Okay. Chicken or macaw, yeah. That is, I was, my, what do I call them, my client? My client requested the parrot wings, so I said, absolutely. Alright. So we're gonna work off of that. That feels right. Now we've got a human being. Alright. Parrot wing green is the best. Oh yeah, I forgot about the egg chicken thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Grian at all. I know about the Lifesteal series. I've seen clips of the Lifesteal series and of the life, like the shared life series thing where they're like, they have, like, they're paired with somebody and, like, them and that person, like, have like a combined life or whatever. So, like, I know, like, super minimal, like, bits and pieces of lore, but, like, very little. So it's, like, something that I can't say I know, like, much about. Third life and subsequent spin-offs. Yeah, okay. Double life, there you go. That was the best, most horrible installation. It's my favorite. Yeah, they have some really awesome ideas, and it creates some really, really cool drama. So I think it's a really cool concept. I really do enjoy like what they've come up with. It's just never something I had time to like watch. Obviously I was a Dream SMP fandom junkie. So I lived, laughed, and loved in that hellhole for long enough that I never really had time to like get into like any of these, like any of like the lifesteal or life share or double life, triple life, however many of them you have. I never got to be in like the Hermitcraft fandom. Like it just like I didn't have time for all of them. Even like the QSMP, I was like really into the QSMP for about 4 weeks. And then it just became too much. Probably because I was already kind of leaning out of my Minecraft YouTube like time of interest. Like I was fading out of the Dream SMP interest and I was building interest in other things, so I didn't have as much time. But also like I don't know, the Dream SMP, I think I got used to like only having to focus on like true genuine lore like maybe once every 3 months, and then we would have like 3 weeks of constant lore from every perspective, and then we would have like 3 months where nobody did anything and you could catch up on all of the lore. Versus like the QSMP has so many people in it, like constantly so many people in it, and they were required to stream every single day or face consequences for not like caring for the eggs. Like they had to log on and do things every day to keep the server active and the fandoms active, that it genuinely just became too much for me to focus on, and I lost interest because I just simply couldn't keep up. And so I dipped out of the fandom. The soulmate drama was so cool with the secret soulmates and like cheating on their soulmate. Yeah, the secret soulmate thing was wild. I was listening in to quite a bit of that drama online. Started at Empire, slipped into Hermitcraft, but I actually really watch Grian or sometimes Gem, but I watch her before Hermitcraft. I watch Impulse, Gem, Skiz, Grian, and Scar play Faz, but that's about it. Yeah, I know a lot of the creators, I just don't watch a lot of them. Like I don't like keep up with their servers and stuff. I think obviously Hermitcraft is the physically larger the larger fan base because of like how long it's been going on, how consistent it is, how many creators are in it. But Dream SMP was the larger fandom in terms of the way that it blew up. It blew up in a way that nothing else has ever blown up in those fan bases. For better or for worse, TBH. So it really was an event. Thank you so much for the follow, Wise Girl. Welcome home. My name is Xander. It's an honor to have you here with us. Hope you're enjoying your day. Was it the Grian Fanart that lured you in, or you hear from TikTok? I'm always curious. You don't have to answer. You can choose to completely ignore me. That's fine. But yeah, the Dream SMP fan base just did what no other fan base did. It lost its mind. It broke records on Twitch. It broke records on Twitter. It was just insane. Mom was the reason I like Redstone so much. That makes sense. I mean this mildly affectionately, but the Dream SMP was lore-wise nasty. I mean, honestly, I probably would disagree. Only because I truly don't believe that, like, what you choose to do in lore says things about you personally. I am someone who very strongly stands for the separation between telling a story and agreeing with things. Because I write fantasy stories, and I write very, very dark fantasy stories. And I think there needs to be like a level of like media literacy to be allowed to understand the difference. Now, obviously, when you are role-playing yourself, it can get a little bit messier into like what's okay. God, my tattoo is so itchy. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm grabbing a lotion for my tattoo. Everybody, if you haven't lotioned your tattoos today, go do that. You don't just lotion a tattoo when you get it. You just need to take good care of them. I don't mean about the creators, just literally the content was sometimes nasty. I guess I watch and read and write a lot of dark, like dark media, so I guess it doesn't bother me as much. I definitely do agree that there were things in the Dream SMP that got really, really dark. And if you're not like into that kind of stuff, I absolutely see where you'd be like, but I guess it was something that I didn't really like. I didn't really have any like bother with. I would completely understand if you did. Like, that makes sense. But yeah, it wasn't something that I really thought about much at least while I was watching it. Things like Tommy's exile and shit. I'm easily emotionally invested. I like dark shit, but I was just sad about the shit. Yeah, no, that I totally get. It was really dark for a while in there. Tommy's exile was really it was really intense, and I think it really challenged a lot of people who were younger and hadn't really had the time and experience to develop a lot of levels of media literacy, where they can distinguish from creator and like content, and a lot of the opinions that people formed kind of showed that inability, and I think it actually helped a lot of people like who were younger like think critically about those kind of situations and develop opinions. And like, I think it was really cool to watch the fandom really split and really really kind of develop these high standing opinions of what was going on and if it was morally okay or not, and their explanation behind them and all these things. Oh my god, I had to go to the store to grab something for dinner when you got on. I just got back. It's been an hour and a half already. And welcome back in. Yeah, it was really something, man. Prison arc was really, really fucking dark. The exile arc was really dark. The exile and the prison bits made me just want to cease a little bit, but that's about when I was falling out naturally, though. The exile arc actually drew me back in when I was kind of getting a little eh. The exile arc was so fun to me because it felt like for the first time in a while, we were having a long-standing arc where Tommy, for the first time, was facing extended consequences for his actions. Not that I condoned the consequences, because it was fucked up. But it felt like Tommy, as well as a lot of other characters, would do big bad lore things, and then there wouldn't be really any long-standing consequences because it's a Minecraft server. If somebody burns down your house, you just build it again. If somebody blows up your shit, you just go make more of it. If somebody kills you, you just respawn. There really wasn't any, like, long-term life-changing consequences. I mean, even the end of L'Manberg, which obviously came after the exile situation, the true end of L'Manberg came after the L'Manberg was destroyed several times, because people would end L'Manberg by blowing it up and they would just rebuild, and they'd blow that shit up again and they would just rebuild. They had to blow the ground down to fucking bedrock before they could say, all right, we're done rebuilding it, it's over, because it's so hard to force a true consequence in a Minecraft server, unfortunately. So I think it was really, really cool to see the prison arc and the exile arc, because, like, I don't know, it was really just this, like, amazing ability to watch, like, someone face consequences in a world in which it's hard to make somebody face consequences. And it wasn't like, okay, so I'm getting excited about Dream SMP shit again, so hear me out. Also, I totally get you, because, yeah, the empathy, if you have really strong empathy for those characters, probably would have made you fucking ill. But, like, the thing about it, the thing about it is there are, oh, God, okay. If you want to hear me rant about this for incredibly long periods of time, I encourage you to go watch my rant video. Somebody can put !rant in the chat and it'll pop up as a link. I made a very, very long video called The 7 Types of Power in the Dream SMP. And you can watch that and hear me really, really, really go over that. So it was a thing. But one of the things that really excites me is the different ways in which power was shown through the Dream SMP. And there are people like Technoblade who had power in the Dream SMP because they had power in the video game. If you fucked with Technoblade, he came, killed you, took all your stuff, and burned down your house. Because he could do that. He was powerful enough to do that at any given time. And Dream, by technicality, also would have been strong enough to kill most of those characters at any given time because he was a fantastic fighter, whatever. Him and Tommy had scraps quite a few times, and he almost always had the upper hand on Tommy. Almost always. But an important part of it is that Dream didn't force any true physical power over Tommy the entirety of Exile Arc. It wasn't that he was physically holding him hostage. It wasn't that he was, like, actually, like, locking him up, like, creating a thing like the prison where you physically, because of Minecraft mechanics, could not break out. He trapped them there entirely through roleplay scenarios and just manipulating him. Like, just through true, pure manipulation within the lore. Which, like, up until that point, I hadn't really seen. Like, he just used the story to be able to have that control over him. I think it's better looking. I don't know which colors I want to do, because I can't... trying to figure out. I stopped watching streams to watch clips because I couldn't handle it. Yeah, it was intense. Grian has the Phantom given nickname the Dream Killer because he keeps killing Dream and MCC. I fucking love that. That brings me joy. That brings me joy. I can't decide. I know the straps on his chest are meant to be brown, but then maybe I shouldn't have added a strap to his leg. I just thought it looked cool. Or maybe I should just leave them the 2 different colors. I honestly can't decide. I don't know. Make them both dark brown? I guess I could. Like, just do it like that. That probably works better. Hello, Silver Moonlace. Hope you're doing well. Alright, I guess I have to do the wings now, don't I? I don't watch lore, but your art looks so cool. Thank you. I also don't watch this lore. This is actually a commission. Somebody commissioned some Grian Fanart, so I'm doing it on stream. I do not watch the lore, so I'm sorry I cannot provide you any information. But from what I've heard, it's great. Oh, I have to remove my reference layer. Reference. I'm just gonna get... bonk. Eh. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay. Something like that. That's starting to give, like, the vibes. I drew Grian a lot for a bit. Honestly, I don't know. I think I drew mostly... Let me peek into my world over here. Do I not have a Dream SMP category anymore? Did I remove that? Oh god. I guess I did, let's see, looking back. Tubbo and Ranbu are up there. That's Dream and Tommy, Techno, Tubbo and Ranbu. Tubbo, Ranbu, Ranbu, Tubbo, Ranbu. I'm starting to see. Sneak Snag, Technoblade, Technoblade, Sally the Fish, Ranbu and AimZ. Honestly, most of what I did was B Duo, because B Duo were kind of my people, specifically because Tubbo is my person. Same thing with like this. This is Tommy and Tubbo, Rambu and Tommy, Tommy, Rambu and Tubbo. Like B duo and bench trio were kind of like my thing. I don't think I have any other. There's more Tubbo. Yeah, I think most of what I did was... Oh, yeah, and then obviously the tarot. Amesy, Dream, Callahan, Puffy, Schlatt, Dream, Carl, Sap, Sam, Will, Ronbu, Slime, and then was gonna do Technoblade. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting little... It's an interesting time in my life. I don't know if this is out of context, but are you wearing a slip chain? Yes. Yes, I am. But you knew what it is, so that says more about you than it does about me. Or at least I'm gonna say it does. Anyways. Rambu 2, I liked so much Rambu. I have a goddamn Rambu hoodie. I don't know where it is, though. I have... I don't think I have a Rambu hoodie. I have the Rambu varsity jacket and the bucket hat and the OG sticker. I've got a Fundy sweater and Fundy pants. I unfortunately think I do have 2 Dream hoodies. My friend bought me one of them, and I don't know where I got the other. I might just have the one Dream hoodie. My friend got it for me for Christmas. It was like the Dream, like Halloween hoodie. I have a Tubbo hoodie. I have a Tubbo jean jacket. I have the Tubbo ukulele case. I have 2 Technoblade hoodies, 3 Technoblade long sleeve shirts, 4 Technoblade short sleeve shirts. I'm trying to think of what else I have. I bought a lot of merch in the days. I bought a lot of merch. Trying to draw water is so unnecessarily hard. It is. Do you ever forget which brush you're using? All the time, which is why it's nice that up here it has this little thing that says recent. If you go through these, if you go up to recent, those are your most recent brushes. But yeah, I forget it literally all the time. Alright, this is gonna be me desperately attempting to make bird wings. Bro, why have I never noticed that? Honestly, don't feel bad. There are just things about the fucking Procreate that, like, even after years, like, you just don't notice. I've been using Procreate for literally years, and I'm still constantly learning new things about this program. Okay. And then... And then blue down at the bottom. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh. Do. Okay. What song is this? Oh, it's Tom Adams. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay. I think that looks right. Right? Did I do that on my line art? Oh my god, I did it on my line art. And I fucking exited the program, so I can't undo it. Well, that blows. I will do his wing ears in a moment. Well, whatever. It happens. I know, I can select and erase. I've done it before. I just don't care because it's the background and it doesn't need to be highly detailed anyways. Okay. Bonk. Bonk. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. And then there are things in the back that I need to touch up here. This is supposed to be hair. And then this needs to be wings. And then these wings need to be locked. And do yellow. Like this layer maybe? Like these two will be yellow? I think. And like this will be blue. I think that kind of works. That's like the closest I'm gonna get. Actually, I think the blue goes to like... I might do like the blue like this. Do I have it locked? I do. Like I might do, because the blue goes to like the very edges on the big wings. So maybe it's better to like do it like that as well, and then like just like that. That might look better actually. So let's go so high we get to heaven hungover. We'll just do it like that. That'll be fine. It's making me want to draw my OC with wings. Do it. I'm gonna head out. No worries, mate. Have a great night. Probably a little late to say that, TBH, because when I say heading out on his Twitch stream, I normally dip immediately and forget to wait for anything, but I hope you're having a good one. What do you use to draw your art? I draw on Procreate. I do this so that people can see if I go over here. This is Procreate. It's on. I draw on an iPad with an Apple Pencil. If you need any more details than that, feel free to ask. I think I use an iPad Pro 2018 13-inch 168 megabyte and a 2018 Apple Pencil. This is a Gen 2 Apple Pencil. Procreate is a one-time pay program. I'm not sponsored by any of these bitches. I'm just talking out my ass at this point. Make it to heaven hungover. Okay, and then you. And they're like dark in the center. I'm trying to give him like an ender eye. Okay. Something like that, I don't know. I like it better with the red on the little long bits in the ears. Don't remember the feather section name. The primaries. I would color the ears a whole bunch of ways, though, so don't listen to my biased ass. Do you ever just give up on a drawing and fuck it up? Because that's where I'm at right now. Totally been there, yeah. Blue teal bits in the middle. You're probably right. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do full detail, but I'll do like that. Make it look cool. And I'll give it a little bit of a glow later. Alright, well. Okay. I wish he had ordered this in full render. But that would have been quite a bit more expensive, and he did not order this full render. So we are going comic style, boys. which means it's gonna, I now have to do cell shading and then my comic shading that I do. If you guys want a reference of my comic shading, I do like this stuff. So it's gonna be cell shading and then like this stripy comic book shading stuff. Because that is what was ordered. So that is what I am delivering. It's like this kind of stuff here. Yes, it is hatching. I can get rid of that now. So now I have to go through and do hatching. Oh boy. I love uses of single hatching. Cross hatching is both ways. Yeah, cross hatching is, so cross hatching is oh god, I don't have anything. That's cross hatching. Hatching is just and then you do like woodwork hatching, which is along the contour. Which I prefer woodwork, but I don't do that. I'm nerding. No, you're good. I know my hatchings. Yeah, you're good. Nobody's really cares. You're all good. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a period of time in which I just have to. Do I outline and then hatch? Do I do both? Do I always do both? I always do both, don't I? That's fine. I'll do it. Okay. I'm not preferential to outlining my shading, but I am doing the requested style, which I understand is my art style and I could change, but there's gonna be parts I don't outline just because I think it looks better, but it's fine. Nah. I gotta keep my hatching clean. I have a bad tendency to get really lazy and messy with my hatches. I feel like I should probably thin my lines out. Nah, this looks fine. Honestly, I do like the way the hatching looks. It's really just a fucking process. I think the only reason I really don't enjoy doing it is because it takes for fucking ever. But it really does look good. It's just like, I'm such a slut for like soft painterly shading because I can just use a fucking airbrush and airbrush over everything and then it looks good. But I think I need to like start a ban this year that I'm not allowed to use airbrushes anymore because I've become absolutely reliant on them. And as somebody who knows enough about art, I know goddamn well that fucking live, laugh, loving the fucking airbrush is not the way to go. It does not improve your art. I have weakened my art because of it. My art is less dynamic, fucking less depth, less textured. It's just not good. Not that using the airbrush is a sin morally or whatever. I just need to break away from it. So unfortunately, that is on my list of things to do this year. I'm starting to consider trying it for art fight, like banning the soft airbrush from myself during art fight. Don't know if I'm autistic because I'm deaf, ADHD, but they overlap, so I could just be ADHDing too hard. I should get tested. Airbrush make art smooth, for better or for worse. Unfortunately for me, it tends to be the worst. Also, unfortunately for you, ADHD and autism don't have nearly as many overlaps as people on the internet like to say they do. They do have some, but they don't have nearly as many as people think they do. Alright, but I need to finish my references. Shit, get to work. Go, go, go. I'm going. I can stay on stream. I can do both. Okay, good. Get to work. Get to work. This is me body doubling for you. I get to wing lady too. There you go. We're both winging it. I've been working on shit the whole time you've been live. I'm glad, because that honestly makes me feel like there's like a good reason for me going live, like other than just me like dicking around on stream. Like the fact that like people are able to like get shit done and like be productive because I'm live brings me joy, because then it's like, oh cool, I helped somebody out today because I existed or something. Okay, that should be good for pants. Yeah. Okay. Tira's writing a little thingy about Bloodline. Love that for you. Unfortunately, editing Bloodline has made me want to actually lose my mind. Chatters, if you remember Bloodline, I have a tendency to do it once every year anniversary subathon. So I've been trying to finish editing last year's Bloodline because I forgot about it and realized I hate editing it. But I'm sure trying to finish it because the next Bloodline is supposed to be coming out soon. Like we're supposed to get back on that. We've waited all fucking year for this. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm gonna put some stricter rules up this year, man. Because it's definitely become a different, it's not the same as it was the first year. The first year, it was just supposed to be something fun. Like, it was just like, everybody gets to hop on and everybody gets to be a part of this because it's just like it was just a one block server. Everybody would get one block every couple of minutes and like we all just got to do whatever we want with it and have fun. It was really great. And then the next year, it was like, oh, well, that became a story, and it became, like, improv, and it became, like, an event. And so now we had, like, I didn't like that there became a pressure from, you know, everybody gets to hop on to, this is a improv-based story lore event. And I feel like it made it semi-inaccessible for people. Like, not everybody felt like they could join in and be a part of the story. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can make some changes to this year to make it easier to feel like everybody can be involved. Because I know damn well some of the main players of Bloodline, people who were there for both of them and involved the stories, like Oblivion and Tyrio and Wicked, like, and there's a bunch of people like that who are deeply involved in the lore, have been thinking about it all year and planning lore. Even if everybody's like, no, I'm not planning lore. I'm behaving. I'm not planning lore for my character. I know you bitches. And I know damn well that you've been going over the past year's events, giving everything significance and meaning, and then planning out where your character is going to go next. And the unfortunate part about that, when you're doing an improv-based scenario, when there are multiple people playing, and everybody has their own idea of this is where my character is going to go, it's not going to be congruent with everybody else, and you're going to shy away from yes-anding people because you're going to be like, no, my character is supposed to do this thing this time, and you're trying to make me do this thing. But your character is supposed to do this, like, you know what I mean? Like, it becomes semi-problematic. So it's one of those things that, like, I don't know the best way to fix as of right now. I just want to make it accessible to everybody. I just want to make everybody feel like they can all collectively play without having to feel like they needed to, like, plan out some lore to be here. Okay. Tyrio's been good this time. I haven't planned shit. The only thing I've done is fix my skin from marks, is to have marks from last episode. Honestly, the only reason I didn't play is because it was full. Yeah, unfortunately, I can only hold 10 people at a time. And unfortunately, fuck. We've got a time limit this year because I'm not paying for the Bloodline server. So there is a 10-person cap and a time limit. So, fingers crossed. I'm not paying for the Bloodline server unless somebody on the subathon wants to pay for it. It'd be like $5.99 to pay for it for the month. I'm giving you $20 when we meet up for Bloodline. All right, great. Honestly, this I might like force this year to be the wrap up. Cause it's been very fun the past 2 years, and doing it the third year is very cool. But I like the idea of like forcing a conclusion to the story. Like really truly wrapping it up, and then like allowing us to start new things. Like to do something similar but different next year. Cause I wanna wipe that server so badly. I want to wipe it and start over and put everybody on their own individual blocks and start from nothing again. I think that could be really fun. I don't know how I want to crosshatch these goddamn wings. Forcing an end sounds violent in a / positive way. That's so much fun, actually. Yeah. I really truly want to wipe it. Love the poster thing behind you with the skulls. Do you want to see it? I love when anybody asks about it. This is my I have this big tapestry behind me. First off, I have 2 things to show you about it that's cool. I know you didn't ask, but I'm excited because I really like it and I paid good money for it. So, 2 things about it that's cool. Number 1, it's huge. Do you want to see how huge? Bigger than you think. It's big. Larg. It is larg. It is so big. It's huge. It's so much bigger than I thought it was. And then also, do you want to see the other cool thing about it? Because it's really cool. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ta-da! It's blacklight reactive. I love when people ask about my cool things. Ta-da! Cool things. I'm always so excited about it. It's a blacklight reactive tapestry. It glows. I forget how huge your room is. My room isn't huge, but it is way bigger than my last room. Like, ooh, stay. Like, there's another chair back here. This is a second computer chair. But, like, my room is... you can't really see me from... Anyways, yeah. My room's a little bigger than it used to be. We pay good money for this goddamn apartment, man. Oh, it's so dark in here now. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. It's dark in here. I'm back. And now now I have to turn my... Hang on. Hang on. Can we leave it like this? Do you want to stay purple? We can stay purple. I stream in my blacklight all the time, especially when I have like headaches and stuff. It just doesn't hurt my head as much. Your cat won't leave me alone. I'm sorry. Appa wants the attention. We can stay purple and glowy. Usually I also do this, where is... Hang on. 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 Nope. Man, I love having a ring light that works. Yeah, no, it's just not turning back on. Hang on. You know, I think I need a new ring light. Yes, it's plugged in. Unfortunately. It's been getting worse and worse and worse over time. The remote is dead, not the light. Ah, it's there. Dear God, the sun is here. No. Hang on. Nope. 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 Ah, like purple? And then like... So then you can like kind of sort of see me, but now I'm like bright pink. So sometimes I add that if it's easier to see me, but admittedly most times we just... Purple. Anyways. I don't know which one I prefer. Do you prefer it with the light on or the light off? I have no idea. Look evil? No, no, no. Oh, I'm just gonna sit in darkness, I guess. This is just who I am today. Baby!
Thank your kid.
Baby! Are you bothering Mama? Are you bothering Mom?
I'm trying to draw.
What is it? What are you bugging Mom for?
Oh, I'm very bright.
Oh, you are. You're fluorescent. You bothering Mom?
My comically large t-shirt.
Mom's trying to get art done, and unfortunately so am I.
You can give him back. I just wanted to bring him to you.
You can chill in here. Wild Emily and a cat. A Wild Emily. Hi, Emily. Everyone wants you.
They can't even see my face.
They want you.
It's just my shirt.
You are just a shirt. And I just have a kid.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Missy. Yeah, she can stay. I'll leave my door open. They can both... It's cat... It's the whole family! Look, we're all here together! Don't fight me on this.
Do they even know about this one?
If you don't, that's Missy. I love you. She's haunting the shirt.
What's the problem with my shirt?
Hi, Emily. I miss you, Emily. I know that cat. Alright, can I set you down and you're not gonna cause problems? Can you let go of my necklace? Okay. He's on the ground. I am aware of that kitty. Missy, I have missed you. Apparently there are two. Yes, there are two. You can leave the door open. Oh, or you can lock it. Lock him in here. I don't give a fuck. He doesn't want me.
If he's in my room when I go there.
Leave my door open. Let them come in and out. It's fine. Hopefully you don't... Me being loud doesn't bother you. Now I just have a dark, ominous hallway behind me. So, I'm gonna just have there be a ominous door and cats will come in and out as they please. I'm sure one of them will end up here. Will they let me pet them? Yes. Missy will take like a day or two to get used to you, probably, because Missy's afraid of new people, but she might like you right away. Apollo will take like a moment to adjust to you, but he is a liquid. Once he's used to you, you can do whatever you want to him. You pick him up and shake him like a baby and just like, and he won't care. It's like getting withdrawals, but for Emily sightings. Jesus Christ. Emily, apparently you are much, much needed. Emily cannot be this elusive. Bop, bop, bop. From your ghost. I'm gonna try to have the wing etchings be like a little bit looser. I don't know if that looks bad, but I think it's kind of fun looking. Because I want it to be like a little bit more fluid. And if it looks like shit, somebody can be like, hey Xander, hey quick buddy, that looks like shit, and then I'll fix it. But I think it kind of looks cool. I told my employer that I prefer working evenings, so it's just a roll of the dice. Oh boy. Orange cats contain the souls of shaken babies. Yeah. I've already got my suitcases packed. Also, because if I don't pack them now, I'll forget something. When am I picking you up again? How soon is that happening? That's not this weekend, is it? Is that this weekend? Or is that next weekend? When am I picking your ass up? The 4th? Next weekend. Yeah, okay. Yeah, next Thursday. A week from tomorrow. I unfortunately do start art fights right when I have a friend coming over and a fucking anime convention to deal with. So unfortunately it's gonna be a nightmare, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay. I will have them ready, because if I do not have it now, I will leave without something, and I just need to keep remembering things I forgot and slowly add them in before I leave. Yeah, pretty much. That's how I do it. We were joking before that you said you didn't end up wanting to bring your Freddy Fazbear cosplay, which is funny because there's a whole like Five Nights at Freddy's meetup, and I was like, oh, we could have brought Tyrio. Also, what were we talking about that we thought you might enjoy? Emily, do you remember what you made fun of me for saying that I thought Tyrio would have a hoot with? I said Tyrio would have a hoot enjoying something. I don't remember what. I know I'm taking her down to Faye's cabinet. No, it wasn't something to do with the anime convention. It was something here that I was like, oh, I think Tyrio would have a hoot with this. I don't remember. Fuck. I was like, we gotta do this with Tyrio because I think Tyrio would have a hoot. I think Tyrio would get a hoot out of this, but I don't think it was the coffee shop. It was something else. Fuck, what was it? Yeah, there's only so many things I really do, honestly. I'm sure I'll remember, and if I don't, well, I guess it wasn't that important. We still gotta think of what to stream while I'm around. Yeah, we'll figure that out. All right, what do we think about this for hatching? I think that's pretty good on the hatching scale, on the hatching side of the world. Jackbox like the one subathon? We could do Jackbox again. The universe is just this space with no end. La 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 la. Just think of the universe as a female best friend, and she can be like, hey universe, what's happening, girl? And she'll be like, oh, nothing, just running the world. And you'll be like, what? And the universe will be like, I know. You're on the right track, girl. I got your back, girl. I'm helping you grow. Think positive, act positive. You are a child of the earth. Where you did it in person with Ollie and Emily and someone else. Yeah, Courtney was there too. Jack Hutcherson played the wheezing dog in Howl's Moving Castle. What? Jack Hutcherson? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's a Jack. Buy more crystals. Sometimes I wish I could draw fan art for Art Fight SMH. Hyperfixating on not OC things before an OC event is killing me. I feel you. Wicked reminded me of something the other day. Not gonna lie, when we freaked each other out with paranormal stories. What did she remind you of? A huge cuddle bug. Be aware, my main thing is I lean against people or hold hands. I just like touch. I am also physically that. I also have a tendency to touch. I'm reading Wolf last book and Axe. They're non-binary. Let's go. The Pacific Islands are sinking, but negative thinking is hardly the cause. You think life is all unicorns and rainbows 'cause you're bored. And positivity is a luxury that few can afford. You're gonna die, yes, you and I, and meaninglessness and beyond. Whoa, whoa. No. One day you may wake up alone. 'Cause your husband and your boyfriend bought a boat and then they sailed away to Rome. So you cry yourself to sleep in deep despair, talking to the walls 'cause there's no one there. And you have to buy a cat 'cause that's the last chance to have a family. Take it from me that your aging ass will have to agree that everything happens for a reason. Woof. I'm the same way, but instead of warning people, I just sit 10 feet away, so it's not a problem. That's so valid. I had no idea music was playing and was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Sorry, yeah, I have music playing. I'm scared I'm almost finished the series and don't wanna. No reason. No, Oblivion, I finally just cracked. That's what's going on. Okay. Well, there's the hatching done. I mean, I could probably do... God, my music taste is really all over today, man. Okay. I love being touchy until I get too touchy and then I get worried. Yeah, I definitely also get worried all the time. I have one paranormal story. It's just a lamppost vanishing like right after I walked past it. It's so freaky because I had two other people there that also saw the lamppost making the sidewalk bright and then disappearing and leaving us in the dark. Huh. Yeah, see, my thing with being I'm very touchy. But I will just not initiate touch and I wait for other people to initiate because I never want to make somebody else uncomfortable where they have to be like, no thank you. Like I want other people to always be comfortable. So I'll just never initiate. And then if other people initiate, I'm like, oh cool. And I will always accept, but also I'm totally comfortable being like, no thanks. Like I don't care if they're like hold hands and I'm like, no thank you, but I will almost never say that. Unless I'm like overwhelmed. But like I just won't initiate with like almost anybody unless people have been very explicitly clear of exactly what they are okay with. Yeah, sorry, the lamppost shift was over. I've got quite a few pretty severe ghost stories. Yeah, I don't know. I have some I've got some pretty freaky ones, to be honest. I've had some pretty weird experiences. Yeah. I don't know, man. Ooh. Anna the trans girl, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome home. My name is Xander. Honored to have you here with us today. Hope you are doing baller. I am trying to figure out what color I want to do my multiply layer. Yeah. I mean, I could do like a green base. I think the green base looks better today. Even if other people initiate, I'd still keep myself reserved because nothing is worse than making someone else uncomfortable in any way. Yeah. I'll usually just lean into what I let other people like lead the way, and anything else I'm just like, nah. Wicked needs to tell you her doll story. That freaked me out. Yeah, the doll stories are like, I don't know. Doll stories they're always a little weird. I've had some weird ones with a couple different things. Where is that line? Get it out of here. I've definitely had some weird experiences with music boxes and like items like that. I think my worst ones are involving the Ouija board. I am I shouldn't say avid. I am a Ouija board user. Quite a fan of Ouija boards. I've used them quite a few times. I've had some pretty intense interactions. And then also just the last apartment that I lived at. Actually, it was 2 apartments ago now. Holy shit. 2 apartments ago. My first apartment I ever lived in was I would argue, quite severely haunted. Let's see. One time at 2 a.m. I was sleeping in my grandmother's house in a guest room, and the kitchen down the hall exploded with noise. I was too scared to go see what it was. It sounded like glass was breaking, the sink was running, and dishes and stuff were being thrown around. It just sounded like that, and then no one else heard it. Really freaky for me. That's wild. Interesting. Me and my sister have twin little old dolls and stands. They face our windows and guard us. Love that for you. I also can't talk about too much of it with all of my lights out and my door open, because I have really bad paranoia. That, like, I don't get scared by a lot of things, but I will get locked in paranoia where I won't be able to move, which is really unfortunate. But the only things that really truly scare me is there's like certain visuals that really, really freak me out. Like heads appearing around doorways, but like in unnaturally high places. I get really, that's just like a really specific one. Other things like mirrors and windows, I can't really do at night. They do quite freak me out. But yeah, no, most of my fears are like very like situation based. Fucked up mouths ruin me. I'm usually like, eh. Yeah, unnaturally high or unnaturally low. Fingers around doors, yeah, that too. Emily, I am not joking right now. Like, unironic, not joking, no haha funny. I would not talk to you. Now I'm checking my door. I would unironically be very upset. Like, I don't play those games. I don't think it's funny scaring your friends. I don't think those kind of pranks are goofy. Like, I literally can't do it. If we're gonna be talking about this shit, I'm turning my lights back on. Hi, Apollo. I have limits. I met some dude with a pretty big house, and we were like friends that weren't friends, also knew each other, and like explored the house a bit, and it was fine. Fast forward a few years later, and he like tells me he wants to show me something, and takes me to his door. He opens it, and it's just a small table with a broken box with a rock in it, and he told me to hold it, and I've been terrified ever since. Huh. Also, you should read Emily's webtoon. Right. You do sneak into my streams. I do, but never with the intention of scaring you. I've never, like, snuck into your streams and, like, I only ever have the intention of, like, seeing if I can have chat notice me, but you not. But if that ever bothers you, I will not do it. I will cease doing that. Like, if I, like, scared you, like, I won't do that again. Because I hate that shit. Honestly, I would probably be pretty upset if you started sneaking into my room behind me in my streams. Because if I saw somebody behind me and didn't, like, expect you to be there, I would freak out. One of my issues is that I constantly am hearing and feeling like things around me. So I get really upset if I'm like, oh yeah, I feel like there's something behind me right now, and then I look behind me and there actually is something, and by something I mean you. It freaks me out quite a lot. Only because I'm constantly like, oh yeah, I feel like there's something there, but I know there's not, but I might as well check, and then there actually is. I'm like, I don't know if you saw, but I'm not planning on scaring you on purpose. Okay, thank you. I had to get over the dark, and I'm still not totally over it. I am still afraid of the dark. I am a 25-year-old man, and I am not afraid to say that I am afraid of the dark. I don't know if this is a common experience, but my brother has a VR headset, and I refuse to use it because the idea of being physically unable to see my surroundings while other can is a nightmare to me. Genuinely. Yeah. I have used a VR headset about 2 or 3 times, and I have to be surrounded by other people that I trust to, like, keep me safe, because, like, I could never ever use a VR headset alone. Kind of like, I will not wear my full, like, earphones if I'm in the house alone. I have to know that there's other people in the house. Recently I've been feeling that a lot more, and just a day ago I figured out that it's actually ants crawling on me. Oh, wonderful. Scroll up, my sister and I traumatized each other by doing creepy smiles at each other in the dark. Oh boy. I was gonna bring my VR, but I don't have to if you don't want. If you've got a VR that you can bring, I don't even know if I can use it, but you're welcome to bring it. I'd be happy to give it a shot. I didn't know you were planning on packing a VR set. She's so much more afraid of the dark than I am. She hates being in basements alone. Yeah, I don't like being anywhere alone. I think I finally got all the ants out of my room. I haven't woken up with one in me in a while. Unfortunately, I just had an ant infestation like 3 days ago, so I am not safe. But I haven't seen them since. And it was my fault because I didn't fully finish my popcorn, and I left some popcorn in the bowl overnight, and then I woke up and the bowl was entirely filled with ants. There was still popcorn, but it was mostly ants. It's not too hefty, it's just the set and 2 controllers. Tyr, how long do you think you're coming over? Forever? I'm moving in? Yeah. That sounds right. I really hope I might actually be able to finish this commission on stream today. I'm like inching towards the end here. We're getting there, boys. Ugh. I'm gonna have to do a different layer for that, but that's fine. Also, why are all my EW? It's Torcho. I don't know. Good question. Ah, my fucking ankle hurts so bad. I accidentally ate ants once. I have done that once as well. It's always unfortunate. I have done it once and I freaked the fuck out. My ankle's been so bad recently. I need to be more careful with it. Times are changing and I'm getting old. Are you gonna hold me accountable? My bed is empty and I'm getting cold. Isn't anybody gonna hold me accountable? I'm problematic. When I was 17 on Halloween, I dressed up as Aladdin. I did not darken my skin, but still it feels weird in hindsight. Just trying to pound through this drawing here. Okay. Fucked up ankle gang? No, mine is fucked up joint gang, and unfortunately it's the ankle right now. Xander, I beg you to tone the shading on the yellow, it's so green. I might. I'm playing around with it. I don't mind that it's kind of green. I kind of like it. I don't want to do it on the face because it's really green on the face, and I get that it's quite green on the yellow as well, but also it's cool tone shading. It's meant to be. I don't want it to be orange. I like the cool tone. If when I'm done with it you really think it's butt fucking ugly, maybe I will change it. I'm problematic. Hey, Appa. Or not burn it. Is burning it bad? Bonk. Okay. I just get bothered by it personally. That is super valid. And maybe I'll change it. But maybe I won't. All of it was perfectly lawful, just not very thoughtful at all, and I'm really fucking sorry. First character reference sheet done, so I have a solid plan now. Let's go! And also, not all character sheets need to be made equally. Some of my character reference sheets are like highly detailed and have like several different layers, and show them in like every different angle with every different clothing option and everything. And some of my character reference sheets are just the character drawn like forward facing and side facing, and that's just straight up it. Like, it really depends on how much effort you want to put into drawing the character, and however much effort you put into drawing the character is how accurate the character will be when other people draw it. So like, that's kind of like the trade-off, is like, well, exactly how accurate do you want other people drawing your dude? Or your dudette? Oh, my back. I'm also the leader who can't use Procreate because it's all round and coordinates and too smooth animations. That's valid. One synthetical, one a botanical, and I got a theoretical, quantum mechanical, alphabetical, mechanical, hypothetical, roll, Tyrannosaurus Rex, fuck the system, Solarplex, a Lone Star Texas, hey, too smart to be sexist, slow down, the shit's too quick, fuck it, stick it with it, the kid is too sick to quit, haters suck my dick, handle the candle, lick the wick, I said stop, you're better than that, it's a male definition, there's a letter in that, smell the mail, there's a letter in that, AA, if you got a girl, letter in that, got a green light, Jake Gatsby, and it's leaking just from Maxi, and they're tax-free, and it's the way it be, if you ask me. Use it, lose it, abuse it, use it. My luck's gonna upchuck. I'm not gonna get upchuck. What a stuck up. Say this shit is trap. Talk me off as some white kid trying to rap. Keep killing this shit. I love Bo Burnham. Okay. Ah! But you thought we were riding to heaven. I motherfucking lied. So crank that funky shit to 11. Lyrical acrobat, listen, empirical mathematician, lyrical aftermath. Really, we couldn't tell? Listen! Night Xander chat. Night be God. Have a great night. Come on, go, blow, go like the wind, go, flow like the wind, blow, blown out the window, anesthesia, amnesia, I remember a window in Indonesia, pleased to meet ya, blood knees in Jesus, Jesus, please don't sneeze it, Jesus, Jesus, just what I believe, it's not Jesus, it's Jesus. And I'm a token white guy. Just hum if you're too dumb to find it. I motherfucking lied. So crank that monkey shit to 11. We had a hell of a ride, but you thought we were riding to heaven. I motherfucking lied. So crank that funky shit to 11, baby. You think I'm joking? Well, then you don't know me. You don't know me at all. You think I'm joking? Well, then you don't know me. You don't. It's been a hell of a ride, but I'm fucking bad. No, you don't know me. I also have a crack in my iPad screen. To this day, I am so pissed that I have a crack in my iPad screen because I have taken perfect care of this thing since 2018. And the only reason I have a crack in my screen is because of my last roommate. Because it was in my backpack and she threw it into the backseat of the car and then threw her backpack into the backseat of the car with my iPad. And I was like, bro, fucking careful, my iPad's in there. And sure enough, fucking cracked. I have taken perfect care of it. Still mad about it to this day. Still salty about it. I don't think that she cares, though. I know most people would be like, that would haunt me forever. Like, if I did that to somebody's iPad, like, I'd feel bad forever. I simply don't think she cares. Probably because it was years ago, and it's genuinely not a huge deal, but I'm still like, I'd go on a 20-year redemption arc, no, for real. Time to see if the file is savable. Fingers crossed for you, Don. Although, admittedly, I did shatter somebody's laptop once, and I don't feel bad about it. I do have anxiety. I do cringe when I think about it. I accidentally put a crack in Danny's Kindle when we were both joking around 10 years ago, and I haven't forgiven myself. No, I shattered somebody's laptop, and I don't feel bad about it, but I do cringe when I think about it, because it was such an uncomfortable interaction. I feel like a tiny bit bad, but not like really. I gotta shade my trees. Growing up as daddy had to see. You just wanted to see, but you see just as much as he did. Why don't you feel bad? Because it wasn't my fault. So it was okay, do you guys want the cracked laptop story? When I was in college, I had a dude that I was talking to, that we went on like a couple dates. He was very sweet. Unironically, he was a very sweet guy. Oh god. So we met on Tinder, found out that we went to the same college, found out that we lived in the same dorm hall in different towers, and so he jokingly filled out a boyfriend application, walked to my dorm room, and left it outside my door, and then left and told me to check outside my door. And I was like, haha, that's cute or weird. Can't tell. So that was a thing he did. And like we like went out on like minor dates. He bought me smoothies and stuff, and like we like chatted, and it was like it was for the most part fairly fine. But the first time that we hung out like in my dorm room, he was like definitely had more intentions than I had going into the situation. Like he had hopes for other things to go down, unfortunately, and I just didn't have the same vibes. So like we were kind of like chilling on my couch, and he kept like trying to like tickle me or whatever, or like, you know how like dudes are when they like wanna, you know, like they want something out of this, they kind of like tickle you or whatever, and like any excuse that they can use to like be handsy with you, like, oh, I'm just fucking around, I'm just like tickling you or whatever, or I'm just like whatever excuse they can come up with. And he was like trying to kiss me or whatever, but I was like just kind of like, I wasn't like saying no and back off, like, so it wasn't anything serious. It was just like one of those like, haha, no, that's fine. And I was being like super squirmy and like trying to get like out of his arms, and I remember him like trying to like hug me, and I like slipped out of his arms or whatever. It was really dorky. But we were kind of like wrestling on the couch or whatever, and I like got up off of the couch to put some space between me and him. And he like jokingly like got up to like follow me, and I was like, nah. Like I'm good, thanks. And like we were like as we were like chitter chattering and shit, he like picked me up to like jokingly toss me back onto the couch, and unfortunately succeeded in jokingly tossing me back onto the couch directly onto his open laptop. And so between my like at the time 180-pound ass and the horribly built futon couch, it just like just shattered his laptop. I was like, ah, shit, I'm so sorry. Oops. Oh, that sucks. And he's like, it's okay. Like, it's like, you know, it wasn't your fault or whatever. I was like, it wasn't. Sure wasn't. Still feel bad, but sorry. He's like, nah, it's fine. I was like, why don't we hang out another day? And he's like, all right. And he left, and I blocked him on Tinder, and I never spoke to him again. I never spoke to him again. I never spoke to him again. It was so... I didn't know what else to do. I felt so bad, but I didn't know what else to do. Like, I was just like, I can't ever look you in the face again. I broke your laptop with my ass and then told you to leave because you wouldn't stop touching me. So I was just like, bonk. Like, So awkward. Oh. Yeah, anyways, dating in college is wild. It is wild, boys. Stay safe out there. And for those of you who are like, they do, yeah, unfortunately, guys, when they like you, will kind of do, like, whatever they can to get, like, handsy and touchy with you, like, whatever. And so they'll be like, oh, your hair looks so soft, and, oh, let me look at those tattoos. Like, can I see it? Like, oh, let me, like, whatever. And one of those things, like, dudes have a tendency to fucking tickle, and I'm like, don't, how about no? Me personally would have sat on it a second time. Yeah, like, it's just, it was really an event. It sure was something. Tickling should be classified as a war crime, unironically, like, /Gen. Tickling is so uncomfortable. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. I don't think anything positive about it. Like, unless you're like, you really like getting tickled, man, in which case, more power to you, but keep that shit away from me. My tickle, I stopped breathing, so I'm just sitting there suffocating, and it is not fun. Yeah. What happened to hello, how are you? No, genuinely. If you go and tickle me, you will get kicked, not necessarily of my own volition. I warned him of that, and unfortunately, he lost his laptop to it. But yeah, it's just like, men do weird things. And honestly, girls do weird things too. Let's be 100% honest and real with you. Everybody does weird shit when they like someone to get their attention or be able to do whatever they want. Like, when you like somebody, your brain just stops functioning like a brain is meant to function. And some people are more able to control themselves and not do weird shit. And some people, when they have a crush, just stop being a normal fucking person and just cease to have any thought processes. I have known some girls that I went to high school with, I'm thinking of one right now that I won't name out loud, who just anytime she likes them, she just fucking stopped being a person with a functioning brain at all. Just did insane shit to get their attention. I've seen girls who, like, oh my god, there's this one girl, I will name drop her, Patience. Fuck you. Nobody knows where I went to high school, so it doesn't matter. This girl, I was friends with this dude who was in my chemistry class. I won't name him because he's a great guy. I was friends with the guy. It was the coolest setup I've ever had in my entire life. I was a sophomore in high school, a huge emo. Like, you guys have seen the pictures. Emo in sophomore year of high school. I had the big black hair with the big scene bangs and the eyeliner, all black clothes, skater skirts, the cat stockings, all of it, full emo. And this dude was the senior football player who won Best Smile in the yearbook. Gorgeous man, gorgeous smile, absolutely hilarious, so nice. Like, he was so sweet. I absolutely adore him. All of the love to him. We touch base with each other like once a year to make sure everybody's still having a good time. He's great. But oh god. The girl had such a crush on him. Patience had such a crush on him. And she was not subtle with it, and she was really creepy about it. Like, she was equally as creepy about being all handsy and shit. Like, she would like be like, oh my god, you have such great abs, doesn't he? And like lift up his shirt, and he would be like, excuse me, like pulling his shirt back down, and she'd be like trying to touch his hips and shit. And I'm like, girl, get a fucking hold of yourself. Ew. Stop this. Stop this insanity. What is wrong with you? Like, it just, I don't understand where people's like sanity goes when they develop crushes on people, where they're just like suddenly incapable of making like healthy or like kind choices. I had a friend who I am no longer in touch with, who did, like I said, some crazy shit when she had a crush on somebody. It just really was. Yeah, what happened to consent? Genuinely. Like, I had a friend who, when she had a crush on somebody, it didn't matter who it hurt or what she did to other people. She was going to be the closest to this guy. She'd like run up and like unzip his hoodies, steal his backpack, steal his phone. I'm not talking middle school. I'm talking like high school. Like, we're like 16, 17-year-olds. Like, we are almost adults at this point. And she's like playing schoolyard games, like trying to get this boy to pay attention to her or whatever, would like unzip his hoodie and like wrap it around herself and like stick her hands in his hoodie. Like, you all are not dating. You just like him. And so does everyone else in our friend group. Get over yourself. Like, it just, man. She also didn't care if the person was dating somebody, unfortunately. She's like, yeah, well, I have a crush on them. And I'm like, great. And they're kind of taken. She's like, and? I'm like, fucking nasty. Ew. Wild. Absolutely vile shit. I won't get too into detail about this because this deeply involves a relationship that was tumultuous, to say the least, for me. And by that I mean I had a very traumatic high school relationship. And one of the reasons, not the major one, but one of the reasons it was an incredibly unhealthy relationship I was in, mind you, I was like 15, was because unnamed best friend at the time really liked my boyfriend. Like, you just... Apollo? Hi. What you doing? All right. Whatever. But she really liked my boyfriend and did not really care that I was actively dating him. Just didn't bother her, because she wanted him, and she wanted to kiss my boyfriend, and so she would make up any excuse she could possibly make to try to kiss my boyfriend while I was still dating him. Yeah, she just did not care that I also liked my boyfriend. Really, really strange. But she would make up any excuse she could to try to kiss my boyfriend, and I was able to fight her away for an extended period of time, until she ended up creating, and all of my friends can vouch, this is a true story, all of my friends can vouch here who know me now because I still own the Jenga set. She created what was called Dare Jenga, where she, who had a boyfriend at the time, and me, who had a boyfriend at the time, would play a 4-person game of Jenga in which there was me and her would sit across from each other, and our boyfriends would sit across from each other. So me and her never had to do anything together because that was gay, and she was anti-gay. And the boyfriends never had to do anything with each other because that was gay, and that's gross. But so it was like, at the time it was girl, boy, like in a circle. And then you would pull a Jenga piece, and whatever the Jenga piece is, you had to do with truth or a dare, which is always was like, if it was a truth, it was like, what's your dream guy, or like just like stupid, like flirty shit or whatever. And then the dares, which I could go pull out right now, were like, sit in the lap of the person to the right, hold your hand to the person to the left, and then of course, kiss the person to your right and kiss the person to your left, were both things that you could pull out. Like, and like we played this game, me, her, and our boyfriends, when I was like 15 years old, which is not a healthy relationship to have with anybody, unless everybody is consenting legal adults, in which case do whatever you want. But we were not, except she wanted to kiss him, and so she ended up pulling the little thing that said like, kiss the person to your right, and looked at my boyfriend and was like, well, I guess I have to. And I was like, I'm not comfortable with this. And apparently through the conversation that happened, he also wanted to kiss her. And what came out of him was, I just want to kiss her to find out, to make sure I don't have any feelings for her. And like, I just have to kiss her to like, to know if I have any feelings for her. And I was like, no, you don't get to do that while we're dating. Either you don't kiss her and deal with it, or you can kiss her to find out if you like her or not, but you can do that after we've broken up. But yeah, unfortunately, we broke up that day. He kissed my best friend, decided he didn't feel anything for her, and my dumb ass got back with him. I was in a bad place in my life, but I did get back with him. All of you saying ew and Xander and no, that was not the worst of it. It got so much worse. So much worse. Other things separate from the friend group. But, am I really revealing this live on a stream? How many of you assholes are here? 15? No clips. And we don't talk about that after today. Yes, I was in fact a teenage girl at one point, and I lived the drama. Ollie, you don't be jealous. It was bad. Trust me, y'all won't win any fights. My life, my high school years were some of the worst years of my life, and my God, were they dramatic. But I had that same friend and that same boyfriend after that event. After that event, she still liked him and wanted to continue to have. Oh God, I can't talk about this. After that event, she wanted to keep kissing him because she still liked him, and he didn't really care. And the situation, I have it written down in a notebook. I could probably go write down the notebook. I could probably pull out the notebook where I was trying to figure out the pros and the cons of the different options of the situation, because my boyfriend kind of wanted to kiss my best friend, but he wanted to be dating me, and my best friend wanted to kiss my boyfriend. And I was like, either I break up with him and I lose him and she gets him, which I didn't want to do, or like I keep him and I date him, but I don't let him kiss her, in which case I could lose my best friend because she'll be mad at me, and I didn't want to do that. Or I could just date him and let my best friend kiss him, I guess, and just be cheated on all the time. Or among my options, I was like, I could just also date her, I guess. We could just all kiss. Maybe. If that's an option. I was like, I don't really want that, and she doesn't want that because she's not gay. And it was so messy. And the end result was a mixture of the last two, in which case she came over to my boyfriend's house while I was watching The Notebook with him in his basement, which is fucking cringe as hell. And she would kiss me so that she would be allowed to kiss my boyfriend. And then I would kiss my boyfriend. And then I would so anyways, my best friend was willing to kiss me to kiss my boyfriend. Yeah. Anyways, I had one of the most insane high school experiences of anybody I know. This is just a small fraction of the bullshit that I put up with in high school. A small fraction. There is a lot of stuff that I straight up cannot say on Twitch. Just straight up. I don't normally reveal this much Xander lore. I'm getting too deep into this Grian Fanart. This is too much Xander lore. I'm not supposed to talk about this shit. Ah. Hello, my friend. Would you like to compete in the famous Cooper Butter quiz? Unfortunately, I don't know if it's famous, but I will play your quiz. Sure. I warn you, I'm stupid, so the likelihood of me getting anything right is deeply low. General knowledge, geography, history, science, math, sports, animals, TVs and movie, food, drink, and Twitch. Well, I failed geography and history in high school. I have a minor degree in science. I'm fairly okay at maths, but I'm very slow at it. Sports, I'm useless at. Animals, I might be okay. TV and movie, I might be okay. Food and drink, maybe. And Twitch, maybe. So, chat, what do you think? Between science, animals, TV, movie, and Twitch. The problem with TV movies, I don't watch anything popular. But I'm pretty autistic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with chat. Let's do animals. We'll play animals. Also, all of my mods have every eye and gun aimed at you, just in case. Confirm your every answer by saying I confirm. Your chat can help you, but they must whisper me the answer for extra points. If you read the answer from chat, you'll be disqualified. All right, chat, don't disqualify me. If you want to answer, click on my name and click whisper. Chat, you guys don't get points from this, so do that at your own discretion. I don't know this person yet, so... Largest mammal in the world? Blue whale. Blue whale would be the largest mammal in the world because they give live birth, making them a mammal. And you didn't specify land mammal. Yo, I didn't say I confirm, but I'll take it. Ooh, 10 bits. Cool. I like this game. 5 for Dawn? Ooh. Ooh. I get points from you guys. Okay, I like this game. Cooper, you're quite cool. Which animal is known for its black and white stripes? That'd be a zebra. Ooh, I get stuff. Emily, are you also getting bits? Yeah, this is fun. Okay, I'll play your little game. I like this. Hello, Cooper. I like your little game. Interesting. Okay. 5 material. Let's go, Big T. Let's go. Proud of you. This is fun. Hey, Voracious. Good job, Alex. Nice. You guys are doing really good. Good job, team. Good job, team. Good job to the autistics in chat. Come on, autistics. Fuck yeah. Let's go, nerd. Let's go. Clap it up for the autistics in chat. We did it with animals. We got this. We're gonna sap them dry. I think that's the first time I've been called just nerd. L nerd. I thought outside the box for that one. Ooh, wait, Voracious, I'm so curious about what you might have said. What is going on? We're doing a quiz. Cooper Butter is asking questions in chat. Do not answer it in chat. You have to whisper it to them for the answer. Tallest animal in the world is a giraffe. Did you know that giraffes actually have the same amount of vertebrae in their neck as we do? They're just significantly bigger, so the animal ends up being the largest animal in the world, but they actually have the same amount of neck vertebrae as we do. Which is quite cool, I like to think. Their vertebrae are huge. The answer is giraffe. Mammal moment. How fun. Yes. Points for T. You go, Big T. This is fun. Tyrio Speedy, let's go. There's Tyrio's points. Good job, Tyrio. Good job. Proud of you. This is fun. I like animals. I was afraid these were going to be much harder because the first one felt tricky. Nerd. Dawn. Good job. Pio, let's go. P, I see you in chat. It hasn't come through yet. One thing at a time will come through. But good job, Pio. Nice. I was like, maybe it's leg-based. It was some giraffes. Gem, let's go, Gem. This is cool. Cooper Butter, I'll have to look you up later to see if this really is a famous quiz. I'm gonna have to hunt you down. I wonder if you're a streamer or if you're like a Instagram reeler. TikToker? I'm not sure. How does one whisper? Click on their name and message them. Which bird is known for its impressive ability to hover in place by rapidly flapping its wings? Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds actually flap their wings so fast that when recording them on camera, you don't actually see it because the shutter speed of a camera isn't quick enough to take pictures of all of the things. And also, hummingbirds have the fastest heartbeat of any bird as well. It's very cool. I like hummingbirds. They're very cool. Yes, we get facts and bits. Yeah, I'm waiting for the curveball. I'm waiting for the one where it's like, wrong, stupid. I'm like, ah. Cool. Good job, nerd. Good job, Tyrio. Good job, Pio. Proud of you guys. Good job, Gem. Nice. How many questions are we at now? I haven't been keeping track, I'm gonna be honest. I've just been being excited about animals. I've heard of some robots being designed after hummingbird wings because it's a good shape. They are. They're very well shaped. They're very aerodynamic. They also need significantly less wing muscles because it's more about speed and less about the torque. Good job, Raven. Raven? Is that... Yeah, okay, that's Odie. I was like, I'm so used to calling you Redstone. I forget that people just take whatever's at the end. Nice, Voracious. Good job, Alex. This is fun. I like this. It's not. I like the trivia game. I'm having a good time. I'm fully focused in. I'm not even drawing right now. What type of animal is a Komodo dragon? What specification are you looking for? I mean, a lizard? It's a reptile? Is like, I'm not sure. Like, it's. Are you looking for a specific like reptile, lizard, like a monitor lizard? I think Komodo dragon is just a large monitor lizard. But it's like, I'm not sure which classification you're looking for, which level of. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going down in chat history. But I think, yeah, there's like layers to it. Lizard or reptile. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure like how specific you were looking. I got it. Sweet. For God? Who's God? Who got it? For 5 points for God. Good job. Oh, that's Tyrio. Okay, they're just taking the end of whatever the name is. I was like, who's God? Good job, Gem. Nice, God. Nice, you guys. Good job, good job. I've got a smart chat. While you do points, I'll doodle again while I'm working with you. Hey, Emily, good job, good job, good job. This. I will not sing this song so that it's not in your VOD if you are using this for VOD points. Or if you're using this to like edit. I won't sing the Slim Shady that's playing right now. Which animal has the longest gestation period? Fuck. Is it elephants? I wanna it's either like elephants or whales. Because they're so large, they have to go through such a long period of time and they come out like fully ready. I'm gonna say it's elephants. I'm gonna confirm in with elephants because I believe elephants can only have children every 2 years. I think, if I'm not wrong. I may be wrong about this one. Yeah! Oh my god, and that was right. About 22 months, they can only have kids every 2 years. Holy shit! Oh my god, my autism is coming in peak. Love it. I love when I didn't just get it right, but I got the specifics of it right, and that makes me feel a little bit smart. Gem, good job. Nerd, good job. Pio, let's go. Very, very cool. What is going on? We're doing a quiz with Cooper right now. So when Cooper asks an animal question, you can click on him and you can do a chat to share your answer to him. Make sure you whisper it to him. Do not put the answers in chat. Yeah. Make sure you whisper to Butter rather than to say it out loud in chat or I can get disqualified. What is the fastest marine animal? Marine animal? Fastest, like, water animal? Fuck. Fastest marine animal. It's not swordfish, but swordfish are crazy fast. Oh no, I love marine animals. How to whisper. Click on their name and type it into them. You click on their name and type it in. Fuck. Oh no, I don't know. I'm gonna say swordfish. I might be wrong. No, it's not. I've seen them dash, but they're not that fast. So, swordfish are crazy fast. They do these crazy dashes. It's not like a dolphin, maybe. I don't think it's dolphins. This is gonna be the first one I get wrong. I feel stupid. There's gotta be something fast. Like faster than everything else. It's not gonna be like eels. Okay, I'm gonna confirm in with swordfish. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. but I don't have a better answer, unironically, unless it is like a dolphin, and then I'll feel pretty goofy. I love marine animals, but I don't know it. Sailfish! Damn! Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that absolutely makes sense. Tyrio, good job! Let's go, queen! That is so good. Cool. How did I... Oh my god, did you also get it? Did Odie get it too? Let's go. Yeah, you got it too! Let's go! Yeah, I knew it was an S, and I know swordfishes have crazy dashes. I forgot sailfishes are even faster. You're completely right. That is so cool. Pio, let's go! Awesome. Those of you who are getting it right when I did not, I'm so proud. Destroy me, I dare you. Nice, guys. So many W's in chat for you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Which animal is known for its incredible memory and intelligence and is often found in the ocean? Is often found in the ocean? I guess dolphins. Dolphins are incredibly intelligent and have significantly long memories, and I guess often found in oceans because there is the pink bottlenose river dolphin. Because there are dolphins that do exist within the river. So I would say that one's probably going to be a dolphin. That's my best guess. Dolphins are crazy smart. They actually have the same brain mass as humans do. They're just slightly different. Yeah, I got it. Cool. Sweet. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I said octopus. Octopi are very, very smart, but they don't have the same level of intelligence as dolphins do, but they are incredibly smart. Yeah, octopi are very, very smart. They don't have the same level of memory and intelligence that dolphins do, but they do have an extended memory. Also, I don't believe you find them in rivers very often, but I guess you do find them sometimes in the ocean and in other places, like tide pools. And if there's a manatee question, I love manatees. Largest species of penguin, emperor penguins, right? Right? Emperor penguin? I think. I think those are the big boys. Yeah, okay. I was gonna be very embarrassed if I answered that very confidently and immediately told I was wrong. Nice job, nerd. Nice job, T. Good job, chatters. Good job, Pio. Y'all are wildin'. Whoa. The only one I've gotten wrong was the sailfish. That's valid. The sailfish one was difficult. I will totally say the sailfish one was genuinely difficult. So if you got that one wrong and that's the only one you got wrong, you are doing phenomenal. Hey, all right, Odie, good job. Mindstormish, good job. Juno, Gem, good job. Y'all are destroying it. I gotta pick a texture for this. I want to do a little bit more texture. Good job, y'all. Nice. I like these. These are fun. I gotta pick a grass texture. That's not correct. That one. Oh, those are gonna have to still. They're gonna slowly come through. I don't like that one. I was gonna go to sleep, but there's a quiz. Which animal is famous for its slow movement, spending most of its life hanging upside down in trees? Sloths! Which is actually incredibly misleading, because sloths can actually run pretty quickly when they're placed on ground, and also are incredibly efficient swimmers, but most often will move very slowly to conserve their energy. But they can move, kind of like turtles. Grow up and get a better job. Something that'll pay a lot. Good job, T. Good job, nerd. Give me something to draw, por favor. Draw. I mean, since we're playing an animal game, you could draw your favorite animal. Or draw yourself as an animal. Or me as an animal, really. Nice, nice, nice. Tyrio, good job. Pio, good job. Odie, good job. Jen, good job. Yeah, draw Zesper. Go draw Zesper. I don't like a lot of animals. Don't like how a lot of animals have energy issues because they eat a very inefficient food source. Yeah, sloths are one of those. So are pandas. Combine multiple animals into a chimera creature. Yeah, make something just horrendous. I've been trying my steps to get out of this mess. And from koala moment, real. Koalas just eat leaves and hope that sustains them, and it just doesn't. Anyways, mate, thank you for taking part in the famous Cooper Butter Quiz. Have a good day and night, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much, Cooper, for participating. Before you go, mate, do you have, like, a social media that you want to tell us to come find you on that you do this for, or do you just do this for fun? Are you, like, a TikTok, YouTube, Instagram kind of guy that we can hunt you down on? Oh, shout out to Demon Fox for recommending you. Well, thank you, Demon Fox. I have no idea. You stream on Twitch? Oh, bet. Hang on. Are you live right now? Sussing you out?
We were torn apart at
Sussing you out? You live right now? Yo, you are! I see you! I see me seeing you seeing me. I see your ass. I'll drop you a follow. That's super dope. Cool, man. Thank you. Good luck with the streams. Here. Hang on. Yeah, mods, can you throw a shout out for Coop in there? I see you. You can throw a shout out for Cooper. Thank you so much for the... no dash. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, dude. Streamers gotta look out for streamers. I don't know if you were doing this for like other social media or whatever, but like streamers rely on streamers to get big. You got it, Avi. Exclamation point. I think is it exclamation point shout out or is it just exclamation point SO? It's one of those these days. It might still just be exclamation point SO. I'm gonna see. Honestly, I don't do shout outs a whole lot. There you go. There you go. And look. There you are. Okay. Hey, you're also a techno fan. And a Minecrafter at that. Very cool.
No. Headphones. Right here. Oh.
Gotcha.
Funny.
Ooh, what kind of world are you in? Huh. Cool. Well, thank you for the everything today, for all of it. Have a great rest of your night. Good luck with the rest of your quizzes. Good night, Bio. That was an SMP. That was so long. Yeah, my shoutouts will randomize any clip that comes out, any clip that you have on your channel. So it's cool to just pop up and just get to see whatever it looks like, just to kind of see what your streams are. But yeah, it can randomize to like any time, so that sometimes they end up being like really old ones, unfortunately. Because unfortunately, then if I do anything like less than that, there's a chance that people like won't have one within like the recent month or whatever. So, but I'm trying to see if I can figure out like a nice way. Because I don't know. Maybe I do it like this. Maybe I'll do it like this. I don't like it. Anyways, have a great one. Or feel free to hang around, whatever you prefer. But I know you're streaming, so have a good one. Is this gonna work? Ooh, I could do that instead. I'm just trying to give like the forest like a dark. Nope, that is significantly too dark. Ugh. I hate not getting my... I don't want to do it flat, but I don't want to do like literally any of these textures. They all look like ass. I think I'm just gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Because then it kind of looks like trees anyways. I think it works. I don't know if it works. I don't know. What do you guys think? Off to the next person. Yeah, good luck, mate. Have fun. That's such a fun pastime. Yeah. Shout out to Coop and shout out to Chat. Good job for everything, you guys. Do we like the background texture or do we think it's cringe? I can't tell. 291 bits, goddamn. I will say I do want to do this. I guess I want to do like, hang on. Like that, because I wanted the background to be like a little bit blurry, because that's like how backgrounds work. Is there anything else that I need to add? I need to do a little bit of shading on the budges, but I am just about done, I'm thinking. And I can do like my final little touch-ups and wrap it up for the night. Glad I went live today. I would have missed out on the amazing Cooper show. Nope. I know how to do art. We'll do like here. Is that yeah, that, yeah, okay, it is clipping mask. Okay. Weird question. Is it against your boundaries to draw Zesper smoking? No, go crazy. Super chill. Thank you for asking. Yeah, no, go absolutely crazy. Zesper would totally be... I mean, he's... I don't know if he would smoke. He probably would. Maybe. I feel like you can really headcanon Zesper as almost anything. I feel like headcanoning him as smoking probably makes a lot of sense. All right, the budgies have a little bit of color. Seems like he'd be a stoner. He probably could be a stoner. Australian stick of butter. Heh. Zesper's the moment. Real. I must go to bed now. Night, mate. Thanks for sticking up with us as long as it did. We'll do like this. And we'll do here. Okay, cool. Okay, what do we think there? Is that feeling good? Feel like that's about what I get. I don't think there's anything else I need to like desperately add in which case I'm gonna lock my layers and get my final little things in. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll duplicate you and you. Make sure nothing's changed. Okay. And then we'll do that. Huh. This is very new. They updated the noise filter. Cool. And then I'll do... Whoa. Chromatic aberration is not what I wanted to do here. That's super funky. Ooh, I'm learning new things. Anyways, I'm just fucking around with things. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to do. Shit. Shit. That's okay, I can still do it because it's down here. If I could duplicate you and then bring you down here. And then I'm gonna lock this motherfucker. And just whoop. Wait. Wubba 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 wubba. And then multiply. And then distort the fuck out of this dude. Like that. And then oh, I got a bonk. Yeah. All right. What do you think? Should we raid Cooper after this? Yeah, we totally could. All right. What do you guys think? Is this it? Okay. I don't want to do it anywhere too annoying. I normally try to do it somewhere that's like. Ugh. I hate adding my own signature to shit because it doesn't look as good once it's signed. I always feel like shit signing my own stuff, which is whatever. Okay. But I gotta put a signature on it somewhere. But what do you think? A Watchers symbol? Let me Google a Watchers symbol. Hermitcraft Watchers symbol. It's not Hermitcraft, is it? It's Life series. Is it just the two L's with the two dots? Or is it the eyeball? Something like that. It's like still too obvious. Does that look okay back there? I know you guys probably cannot even see that, but I don't know if... I think they'd be able to see it. It's right there, but it's really snuck in there. Because they didn't ask for it. But I'll throw it in there. I'll remove it if they don't like it, but... What do we think? Do we feel good about this? Is this Grian? Did we get there? Is this a little neon? He is very neon. Hey, Demon Fox, thank you for the recommendation, by the way. Do we like it better a little bit dulled than like fucking neon? I feel like most people might like it a little dulled. I'm a bit of a neon bitch myself. But I feel like most people probably want it not absolutely neon. I know it's not a huge difference to you guys, because Twitch does dull it a lot. Okay, this was pretty fun. What did this put us at? Canvas information has been... Jesus Christ, 11 hours. I saw you were streaming, thought it would be fun to send him your way. Well, thank you. It was super fun. It was a really good time. I only got one of the questions wrong, so I feel like I've succeeded today. No, Tyrio, we have not been drawing for 11 hours. I didn't start this drawing on stream, I promise. We've been drawing for almost 4 today, though. But... Hopefully Sam likes it. I'll let you guys know the reaction I get when I get a chance. If you want a commission, this should not have been as cheap as it was because it took me forever and I put more into it than I should have. I should have just done a quick sketch, but I was having a lot of fun with this design, and it's Grian Fanart, so might as well go crazy. I think this was a $45 commission. Normally if I put 11 hours into something, I would charge closer to like 80. But honestly, 45 is fine for this because it sits right. It sits right. I don't really charge by hour anymore. I charge by style. So this is about a $45 commission. But if you do have any interest in commissioning me, I have a artistry link I can give you. Let me this. I don't have a link to that for you guys yet. I don't think it's on my socials, is it? It totally is. It is on my socials. Cool. Yeah, head there. It's my artistry link. If you have any interest in comms. Currently there's 20 sketches in line, 37 comic styles, and 37 full renders. But I'm going through them pretty quick now. That's got us down to like what? 80, like 100 of them? Just under 100 of them? I think it's just under 100 commissions. So, this is cool shit. Alright. Could you say those numbers again? I have 20 sketches waiting in line, 37 comics, and 37 full renders. No, wait, hang on. 40, 40, 80. Yeah, just under 100, right? 37 plus 37 would be 60, 74. 37 full renders, yes. 37 full renders are waiting in line still. Mm-hmm. 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 And some people at this point, this kind of sucks because this went through when I was going through like my major blow up. If you guys remember me crazy blowing up on TikTok, it's got like 2 million views on that video. And many other videos afterwards. I've got like over 100,000 followers on TikTok at this point. But there are quite a few commissions who I've reached out to and said like, hey, if you're interested in this still, please let me know and I can get it in progress for you. If not, I will close it out for you. And there are some messages that I sent that I think at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the invite to like this person. I sent her a would you still be interested in this on June 10th. It's been 16 days, so it's been 2 weeks at this point. I'm going to close her out. If she hasn't responded to my message in 2 weeks, she's probably not responding to my message anymore at this point, in which case I will decline her commission, and then I will wait. I'll put in a decline with the reason of like no response to messages, like you can resubmit if you're interested, and then we'll go from there. So if people want to resubmit, they'll get back in line, but if I message you and you don't respond in 2 weeks, I'm going to assume you probably don't want the commission anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at. So those numbers may go down really quickly. Hey, Pizzo. How are you? Hi, Fave. Gotta prioritize the people who care? Yeah, because there are some people who have reached out to me like, hey, are you still going through these? And I'm like, yep, absolutely I have. And there are some people who I feel so bad. Like, I had one person who clearly didn't know how the website worked and submitted their request 10 times. They submitted the same request 10 times. And so I was trying to clear out my numbers so that people could see exactly how many people were actually ahead of them in the queue. And so I denied their request 9 times and put in like duplicate submission and like denied. And they messaged me on one of the denials. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I really didn't understand how the website worked. Like, I totally understand if it looked like I was spamming you. I didn't mean to. I really hope I could still get a commission from you. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry. I just denied 9 of your commissions. Your other one is still in line, I promise. Your original one is in line. I will get to you as soon as I can. They're like, okay, totally fine, thank you. And I'm like, awesome. Like, I'm willing to get to you, but if I message you and it's been 2 weeks and you haven't messaged back, out of line. The people who actually want art are getting it. I've also gone over to denying most people if they're asking for anything that isn't really art. Because there were some people who just wanted to support me getting top surgery, which was super kind of them, and that's super awesome, and I'm honored. But if the request is like, can you draw me something green? Unless you have a true, genuine commission that you want done from that, I'll just deny you. I don't need the $45 now. It's I'm gonna be okay. Like, you don't need to throw $45 at me for something green. I'll offer you to. I will offer it to, but we don't need to. I've also been denying pet commissions at this point because I'm not a pet commission person. And I'm honestly recommending Emily for them, so I hope Emily gets some. Anyways, that's it for me tonight. I can't believe it is almost midnight. We have been live for almost 4 hours tonight. Good lord. Another long stream. I hope you guys have been enjoying the longer streams. I've been really enjoying hanging out with everybody and just like dicking around and doing art. I don't know what changed, but I'm like suddenly like really into streaming again. So I'm gonna fucking do it while I can. Does Emily do pet commissions? I have no idea, but she does now. Maybe. Will I stream tomorrow? Nobody was asking, but I'm asking. Maybe? Night, y'all? Night, Demon. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I may need to work on my cosplay, and I may need to work on my tattooing, and I may need to work on editing. If I stream tomorrow, since it's not a true stream day, it will be a body double work stream. So you can come chill, listen to me talk to myself, play some music with me, and hang out. But I will either be working on editing, writing, tattooing, or cosplay, sewing. And we can just all sit and chill and have a good time together. Otherwise, if not, I will see you all on Friday. I have no idea what I intend to stream on Friday, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Sound good, everybody? Let's get you guys over to, why don't we try, where is Mr. Cooper? Cooper butter. Cool. Let's see how he does. I'm gonna Can I help you? Ow, ow, ow. This is really rude. You know, I'm trying to set up a raid. Don't pout. I love you. You can hang out. The orange one, it's Apollo. Hope you're streaming after 9:30 tomorrow. I have no idea if I will be streaming tomorrow at all. I'm covered in cat hair now. Alright, I'm gonna load up a raid to Mr. Cooper. Play along with his little quiz or whatever, or just go hang out with him and have a good time. And besides that, you and Emily look like Apollo and Missy. Do we look alike? Probably. Alright, night everybody. Similar eyes, that seems right. Not a thought behind them.